Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come in and sit on down because today we're going to be taking yet another look at book talk. We're going to be talking about smut books again. We've talked all about the book talk community on this channel before, right? I mean, we've talked about it 2 times now. This will be third. 3 times. You're out. It's essentially the side of TikTok that revolves around reviewing and discussing literature, right? You might see somebody who's just like, these books are my favorite thing of all time. This is my reads of March or something, right? Book talk. Book talk. Of course, we know that this community is not as wholesome as it sounds, right? As with any other subculture online. And in fact, the much spicier sub-community, Smut Talk, can be downright degenerate, which focuses on the more intense and horny novels. Basically, people flicking their beans and beating their shit. That's what it is, right? You're flipping pages and you're beating and you're flicking and you're beating. That's pretty much what it is. And if you're new to this neck of the woods, you may not be aware of just how popular this genre of media has become. If you want a more recent example, look no further than the hit HBO program Heated Rivalries, the gay sports romance book released in 2019 by Rachel Reed.
Why do women fantasize about 2 gay men kissing?
That unironically tasted like sour cream.
Why do men love watching 2 women kissing, Nick? Is it just because it's like, that's different than what I normally do? Is it that? Or is it something where it's also like, is it the fantasy that at any point the person can be like, maybe they'll ask me to join or whatever? So then Rachel Rachel Reed is like, maybe these 2 hockey players will invite me in and pig roast me. Okay. What if it's that, right? I mean, that's gotta be what it is, right? Or is it just the idea of just being like, you know, 2 chicks or like 2 guys and you're just gonna be in a peephole? I imagine on either side, it's spit roasting. That's for sure what it is. Lay me down and lock me up. Spit roast me. This massively successful series is about 2 gay hockey players, Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov, who play for rival hockey teams whilst hiding a secret relationship from the world. They're big hockey players, you know, that kind of thing. I'd watched the first episode. He's all right. There's a bunch of guys blowing each other. You know, I was like, where's the butt slamming, dude? Where's that at? You know what I mean? It's a lot of sucking, which is fine, but then also too many time jumps. That's my biggest criticism. Too many. Or 9 months later, 3 weeks later. I'm like, did we just span the course of like 2 to 3 years? And he's just like, how about you come over here to my room 14-218? And the guy's like, hey, okay, maybe I will. And then he gets his, he's like, all right, I got to go. That's the thing. And they're like, and it's also like, so you won the big game. Also, I was kind of a bit disappointed. I'm like, I wouldn't mind seeing the guys play a little bit of hockey. It's not really about the hockey. It's about sucking cock and, you know, forbidden love or whatever. But at some point, I wouldn't mind seeing Rozanov win a big game, you know? I'm sure we're not making it sound as intriguing as it is, but that's what I remember. I don't know what to tell you. Heated Rivalries has people on a chokehold. Online, people are aggressively obsessing over it and hyperanalyzing every single romantic interaction they have like they're trying to solve a goddamn murder. Some are already admitting that they've rewatched the show as much as 25 times, and that, my friends, is gooners. Those are people gooning. How you gonna, I mean, with any show, what you gonna do, watch it 25 times around? I'm talking, they are doing some Morse codes or they are raw beaten. I'm telling you, it is raw beaten or it is Morse code. Spelling out Heated Rivalries over and over again. That's what's happening, dude. ET phone home. You know what I'm talking? Fans have even created a downloadable Sims mod that allows you to access characters modeled directly after them, including every outfit they've worn in the show, so you can accurately play God with your favorite heartthrobs. You know what I mean? With your favorite, you can do your ET phone home, Morse code action while playing Sims. Every person that sees you from now on, they're gonna be like, did you get into guitar playing? Because you're gonna have so much calluses on your fingertips. Yeah, smoke on the water, baby. He'll say, smoke on the water. 52-year-old Rober Eller is an avid lover of smut, but made the poor choice to listen to an audiobook while working in the office. For her, this is a common practice as she listens to 3 to 4 books in full every week. That's a lot. I mean, like what, a full book maybe takes 11 hours to listen to audiobook wise? I guess that makes a 40-hour work week. All right. I mean, it really is though. Clock in. And I am on the clock. Oh, you think she's like all normal walking through the office, whatever, and then she sits down and then she's just like, oh.
God, dude, her chair got a stink.
Okay, first off, the way you said that was unreal. Ah, dude, her chair got stank. Stinky. She recounts the time the handle of a door caught her wired headphones, yanking them out on her phone and loudly blasting the graphic scene for the entire office to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a uncommon practice. Need to listen in private. Her boss overheard this and was appalled. He kindly told her to rethink the material she chose to listen to on the job. But she tells interviewers that this simply will not happen. Which also, I'd say maybe rethink it. I'm like, first off, Greg, it's a fucking book. Well, actually, I don't know. Is that the same as getting caught watching
It is. It depends how graphic it is. Like if you pulled it
Well,
off.
I mean, from what we've read before, which I don't know, how are we reading a bunch of this shit again?
There's some reading.
All this, I mean, it's graphic to the point where is there a difference between like actually seeing the act versus then hearing the act, whatever?
There's a difference. But it's similar in the sense.
It is. If it was a guy though, the guy, if he was hard at his desk, then you have an indicator. Hey, you stop that.
Well, I'd be like, you know, I was like, is this affecting your work? Because
Just a guy with a full boner. The boss, is this affecting your work? Sir, absolutely not. I am hitting my quota. I'm gonna take my lunch break, and I will be back, and I will continue to hit my quota. He takes off his headphones, just like, you know, it rolled her folds like a roll of pennies on his knuckles. Kind of a bit of a gray area, isn't it, Nick? Viewers below, you decide. Let them fight it out, right? I'm just saying, if you're getting wet or hard at the workplace, something's wrong. Can I at least say that? Not even, no?
Depends what you're getting wet and hard to.
It doesn't matter, does it? Give me a scenario where it might.
You get a random boner, and you get a little random wet from sitting.
Is that a thing? First off, if it's a sneaky boner, tuck into your waistband and be shameful and go somewhere else. But also, if I don't know if you're randomly wet, get a handkerchief and figure it out. I'm saying if you're like actively there. There's no reason.
You're at work. Unless that is your job.
Moments like this spark a debate about whether or not it's okay to read or listen to smut out in public, with many stating it's nobody's business so long as they can't hear or see it. I think that's fair. Some mom influencers will make relatable skits about how they drop off their kids at practice only to sit in their car and listen to absurdly horny novels. That feels awkward to me. They're sitting in if you drop your kid off to a baseball field, right? Are they just sitting in the parking lot, full blasting like, he jammed his member inside her.
Those windows are fogging up, and people can hear.
It is kind of the floor. You're down the bayou now, aren't you? A couple alligators crawling to the back of the Honda Odyssey. Many smut lovers even goon as a community, watching TikToks that just display a single page of spicy material with the comments begging for faster uploads.
Buy the book.
No shit. If I was the author, I'd be pissed. Like, what the fuck? As you can imagine, many women are being made fun of for this deep obsession, and many rant about how they despise people who brag about how much they love reading, only to skip all the plot to skim through the scenes. Others are being judged by their real-life peers, like a 29-year-old woman who hosted a book club, only for one of her neighbors to notice her collection and call them trashy and desperate. Also, I'd be like, why don't you go f yourself? It's a book. Right? She held on to this anger for over a year, later donating 20 of the most explicit novels she owned to the neighbor's charity book drive hosted by the church, infuriating her neighbor even further, which is a power play. That is a quote-unquote power play. All right, you want a little book drive? Here's some books. Some authors try to draw hype for their own novels by giving a horny sneak peek, like Kayla Gross, who advertises her Christmas-themed romance novel, Scrooged for the Holidays.
I'm guessing she has sex.
I'm guessing that either the horny old man has to his way through Christmas, or it's like a 50 Shades of Grey kind of thing, or that movie The Secretary, where she's just like, oh, I don't know, Mr. Scrooge, can I get Christmas off? It's like, only if you suck my Christmas cock.
What I think it is, it's a female version of Scrooge, and every time she goes like Christmas Past or whatever.
The Ghost of Christmas Past, the second.
Yeah, she's getting plowed by all the Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Or put a synopsis. Does any of that happen? Yes or no? There you go. Over time, there have been more and more people coming out and admitting that their never-ending consumption of smut is affecting their real life. Whether it's being put in stirrups before surgery, getting a throat swab, or going to the dentist, smut fans are revealing that they are instinctively thinking about the horny scenes that they've read during the most mundane activities in their life. Which I can see that. What are you gonna do if you're all bricked up all the time? There's no excitement. Also, I wonder if you're doing that too, does everything become sexualized, Nick? I went to the dentist and I was thinking about that scene I read. It's like, well, I don't know. Why don't you fucking not think about it then, dude?
You can't. Women's minds.
Can't. Since we last covered smut books, the world has only gotten more obsessed to the point where it might be getting out of hand, right? We might be getting to the point where we are not coming back. It might take over literature as we know it, right? Human writers cannot write books fast enough for the smut community to consume, which has resulted in AI stepping in and filling that gap, unfortunately. And now you can use tools like Smut Finder, an AI tool that can generate hyper-specific stories to fit any person's desire. When you use it, it asks you a bunch of questions, including how intense of a story you want, what kinks you're into, to, and what kind of personality you want the love interest to have. It's probably the most mundane, ridiculous thing. But if it's just specific enough, I can see people being like, this is scratching my itch. Thank you, Mr. Computer.
It's like, what is it? An ad lib. That should be a thing. Smut talk ad libs.
Smut talk Mad Libs.
Mad libs, there you go.
Yeah, I did. He put a pineapple in my... Okay, guys, this is silly. Then the AI generates a story that you imagine, and tons of people have been hooked. One woman was ecstatic to find out that she can now use the website to fulfill her newly discovered stepdad fantasies through AI smut. Oh. So read that and immediately had a little bit of throw up my mouth, swallowed it almost instantly. Do a replay. That's where I swallowed. Another person claimed their roommate spent over 5 hours a day on Smut Finder, now that she's able to endlessly generate her ideal goon material, which is devious.
I need to send my brother this.
ChatGPT has recently announced that it will be allowing their AI model to generate erotica after originally banning sexual prompts earlier on. CEO Sam Altman.
Murderer?
You had complaints from one programmer who said you guys were basically stealing people's stuff and not paying them, and then he wound up murdered. What was that?
Also a great tragedy. He committed suicide.
Do you think he committed suicide?
I really do.
Have you looked?
This was like a friend of mine. This is like a guy.
CEO and definite murderer Sam Altman was very excited at the prospect of allowing gooners to use his platform and, in his own words, quote, treating adults like adults. Yeah, but Sam, doesn't it have other implications that you can use that to like blackmail people with fake nudes, get people fired from their jobs? Are we not treating adults like adults? I'm Sam Altman and I've killed somebody. A big part of why so many smut books sell is the sexy scenes that implant on a reader's imagination. Some authors have begun using AI to skip the whole imagining step and just recreate scenes from books in order to sell more copies. So now even AI has taken the imagination out of just like what gets you hard. I don't know. I don't even know what I think is sexy anymore. Computer, tell me. Your stepdad like finding you undressing in your room? Yeah. I'm wet. You might as well start calling me Bayou Billy, Mr. Computer, because it's getting swampy in here. Gross. It appears that smut is infiltrating other aspects of life too. More recently, people have decided that it's finally time to mix horny books with cooking and eating, because why not? Why not play where you eat? A book that has been blowing up on Smut Talk called Lights Out follows a nurse named Allie who is being stalked by a masked man named Josh, a cybersecurity worker and the son of a serial killer. Following the hype, the bookstore Books A Million set up an in-store merch booth for the book featuring coffee mugs, blankets, and magnets. They also sold Josh's Trail Mix, a basic bag of trail mix that referenced a single scene in the book in which Josh gave Allie a snack. Do you think that everything, even before the internet and stuff, do you think everything was still referenced like it was all goon material? Right, it was. I think it had to have been.
Before the internet?
Yeah. I think people have always been selling sex in this way. Like having a thing being like Josh's Trail Mix, you know, it is just trail mix and you do get your fingers all salty and you beat or flick your stuff. It is whatever. But that's been forever. That's been the same with like you buy a poster for your wall because you're looking at the poster of the person you like to do whatever, right? That kind of stuff. People have been using that forever. People sexually go in and buy things all the time. So what, should we shame the Smut Talk people for doing the same thing?
No, but that's a collector's item. I wouldn't open it.
Well, absolutely not. I would not be getting my fingers salty to smash or flick my stuff. I'd keep it, it'd be locked away only to be resold on some eBay site later on down the line.
We tried looking to see if we can buy some, but there's a Books A Million nearby.
Do they have the trail mix?
No, this is a collector's item.
The Goon Slop sold out immediately, leading to people making tutorials on how to make their own versions from home. It's trail mix! It's nuts and raisins! And if you have a soul, there's M&Ms in it. I don't trust anybody. You know what, healthy people, jump off a building. I said that and I was immediately like, I'm just saying, people who eat trail mix without the M&Ms, what are we doing? Eat the fucking, come on. You can still have the healthy snack with some cashews and raisins. Throw a couple of M&Ms in there. Live life a little bit.
What about Skittles?
What? There's no trail mix with Skittles?
Yeah, I'm making something new, but
you keep that in your mind and you never let that out again. What about Skittles? What kind of thing is that? You know, I feel like you eat Skittles with anything. You're like, I got my corn, my steak, my potatoes, and my Skittles. As it turns out, there is a large market for smutty food. If you go on Amazon, you can find smut cookbooks that throw in steamy excerpts from famous smut books in between each recipe. We're making ravioli. Doesn't that seem inconvenient? All right, so 2 cups there. And I'm like, okay, well, here's a whole chapter on a girl getting railed. And we flip a couple pages. I mean, what the
You know what it is? It's the cook times. What are you doing when it's cooking?
Ah, see, there you go. Let this cook for 10 minutes. And you'd be like, sit down and read this excerpt. By the time you're done with it, your noodles are ready to be put in or whatever. That's actually a really smart idea. But now you're getting wet or hard the whole time. Pampers. Hey, Hunter's tip. Hunter's tip. Make a adult diaper that isn't just for shit and piss, but it's to help conceal your boner or clean up those wet damps. Hunter's tip. Also, Pampers, seriously, if you take that, I want like a piece of that. But eating food from sexy men and women is not enough for some readers. Some want to be the food. There is a book called The Final Dip, which involves a woman being transformed into a chicken nugget and falling in love with dipping sauce. And I want to read it immediately. Oh, is it a thing now where it's like honey mustard's like, dip yourself in me, baby? And then ketchup's like, that, come over here. You think that people would simply read this as a joke, but some got into it and thoroughly enjoyed it, describing it as erotic as they reminisced about their favorite sauces, which is some big girl energy, dude. That is some big boy and big girl energy. What do you mean you're reminiscing on me? Fuck, that takes me back to honey mustard. Oh, fuck, horseradish. Being fully torqued at work, just like in your khakis at work. Fucking barbecue sauce. Oh, fuck. In the book talk space, the dark romance subgenre has been blowing up more recently. This is where things start to get a little more insane, right? Which I think these kinds of subcultures always pop up whenever you have people that it's the itch, you know, it's just it's not as itchy as it used to be, so you got to keep scratching. You got to make your own itch. Got to go out in the wilderness and find some kind of plant and start rubbing around. The goal seems to be to push things to the most psychotic levels imaginable, something that people are feverishly getting off to. And in fact, this is nothing compared to the other novels in the subgenre. A lot of the spicier dark romance books that Smut Talk enjoys often include a trigger warning page. A full page! Hey, but watch out. There's a bomb. There's a bomb! One book in particular contains warnings for sexual assault, gang, and child. Despite being a romance novel. This is a romance novel. We are a romance novel. And these are things, hey, just let you know, we're talking about all this stuff. Like, still about hockey players. It's like, this is about gay hockey players. It's like, yeah, but just let you know, we get into some dicey territories. The same book lists bizarre things like human centipede and proper use of holy water and knife play. Others will incorporate warnings for things like spider play,
Spider play.
I'm not even gonna get blood play, and of course, and not last, light breeding. A little light breeding. That's the crusty top of your creme brulee. You have to crack open. There are many books that include sex scenes directly incorporating gruesome violence. There's a lot of them. That's almost all of them. I'd say that's a big one. People just want to be. It's full on almost murder. It's murder. You can find people all over social media delightfully recommending books that include things like this, as well as non-consensual. There are now parents having to explain to their kids, who are as young as 14, why they can't read the dark romance books they brought home because they aren't equipped to handle the intense subject matter. Hey mom, what's spider play? She's like washing dishes. Did you get into your father's literature again?
I was at my buddy's house one time. We were looking at movies, and I opened up a cabin, and there's like a black VHS DVD case, like huge. It's like 2 feet big. And I went to go for it. He's like, "Oh no, don't look in there." So then the entire night, my goal was just to get in there.
Of course, yeah.
To see what was in it. But he kept catching me. He's like, "What do I keep telling you?"
So you didn't get to see it?
No, I didn't get to see it.
What is in there? I'm wondering. Because yeah, you would think like, oh, it's just. Or I feel like it's like murder tapes.
Oh,
I didn't think
about that. I think it was because I don't know if I told this story, but one time, same uncle, different house, but he made like fried green tomatoes.
Same was it your uncle?
No, my friend's uncle.
Why are you at your friend's uncle's house?
We were hanging out.
Why was he at his house? Does he live there?
Yeah, he lived there.
Oh. Nick, what happened at his uncle's house?
Let me explain.
Okay.
He made fried green tomatoes, and we were trying it, and I dipped it in a little ranch sauce. And then I noticed there was a used tissue on the counter, and I grabbed it and like used it to wipe up.
I'm horrified.
And then he's like, "Oh no, don't use that." And he started laughing, and then I was just like, I don't know. First of all, I was like, why did I use a used tissue napkin? Later that night, we turned on the VCR, and he just had blasting. So I'm pretty sure he left out.
Why are you guys at the uncle's house though? Why are you hanging out at the uncle's house? What does that mean though? What is it? Why? Why there? Why not at his home?
Because it's in the country, and we could like we would get in trouble.
You can't get. Were you were you and your friend assaulted by his uncle?
No.
Since the majority of smut readers are women, the main love interest in these books are usually men, which allows many male content creators to personify book characters and profit off it, baby. Many of these creators wear masks and play into the mysterious man stereotype found in these books, but that alone won't get you views. If you want to build an audience, you have to be just as depraved as the people who watch you. And one masked man wore a bedazzled scream mask and made a video reacting to the size of each love interest in popular smut books, from biggest to smallest. Roll the clip.
I've seen that with One Piece. An artist draws each of the Straw Hat's cock.
Another account that goes by Rustic Abuse? Yeah. Jesus, that's his name? Yeah. Another account that goes by Rustic Abuse only posts dark romance thirst traps and loves to use audio from smut books in his videos. In a POV video, we watch as the man wearing a ghost mask vigorously... you, the viewer, while super horny smut audio plays in the background, and I just gotta say, it is jarring. I'm just gonna play play like a half a second of it.
Awesome. Huh? Yeah.
I'm gonna that's okay. The comments were filled with waves of supportive feral women wishing this was happening to them. God damn, dude. Ark. If I was a jacked guy, I'd probably try to profit off this shit.
Well, yeah, why not?
This is what I'm dealing with, though, dude.
Well, women like that.
Women like this?
There's a thing for everybody.
The dipping sauce community did. Yeah. The chicken nuggies.
You can put a little dipping sauce in your belly button.
Yeah, I'm that guy from that book. See,
that'd be my fantasy. I eat a big Subway sandwich, fall asleep, and then a woman sneaks in my room and me off while I'm sleeping.
Jesus. God, why? I'm just saying dipping chicken nuggets in my belly button. God damn. God. Talking about eating a fucking cold gut combo and getting your shit off, dude. Good Lord. Another creator put out a criminally cringe video singing the 12 Days of Smutmas, dressed in some sort of Escape the Fate cosplay to a roaring crowd of boos in the comments. What? Okay. Other creators post full-on skit scenarios of masked men chasing women. One creator on TikTok started posting them last October and already has 400,000 followers from posting smutty scenes. In them, masked characters like Ghost from Call of Duty chase after women, choke her, and even tie her up in ways that can sometimes feel less sexual and more like a group of robbers breaking into a home to assault someone, right? That's what you sign up for. Oh, it's hot. Regardless, the Gooners have given it their seal of approval. They say, me like that. In our previous videos, we had covered some of the most insane excerpts to ever be written on paper. But if it wasn't clear, it's gotten worse enough that we got to do a little update, right? We got to dive in just one more time. Hey, we dipped our toe in the pool. We got to do a temperature check again. Let's start with the book Little Stranger. Don't like that already. I don't like a book called Little Stranger.
I'm imagining a little showing up at your door.
Dude, he is a bit.
A little person.
It has multiple scenes of the female lead being physically attacked, and in one scene, the main love interest, Malachi, is throwing the woman, Olivia, against a tractor and shoving a screwdriver into her without piercing the skin. Here's an excerpt. I pulled the screwdriver out from my back pocket, closing the distance between us and grabbing the hair at the back of her head, and shove her between the two broken tractors. Olivia screams, but it's muffled as I cover her mouth. Shh! I whisper. I hold the screwdriver to her throat, and her pupils are expanding. Her breath is uneasy, and the gaze in her eyes tells me she's enjoying this. So see, you thought that this was actually just a horror book until that last sentence. And that's how you get, see, that's dark romance. Furries have also broken into dark romance and have begun adding their own stories with such wonderful excerpts as, quote, with one final savage thrust, the doggy buried his to the hilt in her and hosed her insides with a massive load of hot doggy. You have to bleep almost all of that, first off. My God. The person who helped find these excerpts, why did they include that one? I demand to have them justify it right here. I did not put that in, all right? I just putting that out there. Some authors have gotten creative with how they deliver sexual actions. A quote from the book's Shadow So Cruel, for example, writes, I dipped my finger back into her... Stop f***ing giggling, dude. I dipped my finger back into his ass as deeply as I could reach, teasing the little hole, drumming it from the inside. I'm just gonna have him keep explaining, because I'm also too, how are they getting this stuff? Where are they? How did you find this? Okay. To be a good smut writer, you have to be creative. This is evident from some of the older examples like Dissident, a 2007 novel that was dropping lines like, what the hell are you doing? Luke barked, her ass, saving her life. This, I will say, to me, this does feel like this is way more intense than the last ones. No one can set the mood better, however, than Charlie Knickerbocker. Be careful with that, how you say that name. God damn. In their book, Possessed. Quote, I smell sex in the air already. Nah, I just burped. Of course, these are pretty tame compared to the other books, and I quote, so goddamn hot, I squeezed her and then gave it a little slap, pulling a moan straight from the depths of her throat. If I were to reach between your legs right now, would I find... Ready for me? Yes, she groaned, pushing into my hand, then... for me. Can you tell my mom to...
Yeah.
Hey, Missy.
I'm gonna lose my mind, Mom. I don't want to have to kill you, but I will. And sadly, some are straight up poorly written, and I quote, I let my eyelids flutter open and observe him observing every curve and angle and slope of my body, entranced by the entranced look in his eyes. That last one, I legitimately thought I was having a panic attack. Almost all of that we have got to bleep, right? We have got to bleep almost all of that, okay. It's true that many people report having much more active sex lives ever since they started reading spicy novels, and one woman goes into detail stating, quote, my husband knows library runs end with him getting slobbed up a minimum. Okay. Let me hold on, let me rephrase. My husband knows library runs end with him getting slobbed up at a minimum, and now he drops me off every Saturday with Starbucks, a lunchbox, and a book bag like the first day of school. I've never been so well read, and our headboard doesn't appreciate it. At what point? One married man pleads for help online after explaining that his wife reads smut practically all throughout the day, whether it's at dinner table or before bed. After 5 years of marriage, they now only have about once a month. Meanwhile, she'd read about 150 books within 1 year and spent so much time doing so that they no longer had anything else to relate to besides the kids. My God. Wow. 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 The smut epidemic has gotten completely out of hand as more people get addicted to the horny hardcovers, y'all. Now, authors like Quan Mills are tapping into some of the most intense ideas possible to keep up with ever-increasing desires to bizarre fantasies, which Quan Mills is one of the most prolific writers of our time. I will say that. Quan Mills is one of the most, if not the most prolific writer of our time. I will say that, and I will die on that hill. He has been on a roll recently, putting out some of the most creative smut books on the market, such as Pregnancy by Hoodwolf from Pregnancy by Hoodwolf from 63rd Street, or of course you can't forget Ho Yo Coochie Stank, a bacterial vaginosis love story. I mean, come on. Come on! At the end of the day, pornography and smut are both harmful in their own ways, right? Especially without moderation. They're not entirely the same, but both can absolutely become an addiction that warps one's view of sex and relationships. But at the same time, if you enjoy something in the privacy of your home, and if it's just, I mean, you know, it's a book, you know? Enjoy things to your own delight or whatever, but if you see that it's transforming your life for the worse, maybe consider stepping back. Otherwise, I say, plow ahead and have some fun. Gotta get through the workday somehow. Or you can listen to Creepcast. Creepcast. We have got to talk about the Uncle House thing. I'm gonna stop recording because we have got to talk.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're talking about doomsday buckets. We're gonna figure out what is the best doomsday bucket that you can buy to survive the apocalypse. I'm not about to sit around for the rest of eternity in this hellscape and not have a nice, clean, delicious bucket. And we have one hell of a competition today. So buckle up because doomsday is at our doors, bitches. Okay, so it seems that the rules for the Doomsday Bucket Challenge, it seems to make the most sense. We got about, is it 9, 8?
7.
We have 7 Doomsday Buckets to choose from here. I think the easiest way to go about this is going to be breakfast, lunch, and dinner. How did they all compete in the 3 meals of the day? Because I'm not about to sit through this apocalyptic wasteland and not be able to get my 3 in a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, without further ado, these are our buckets. Cabela's, Mountain House, Ready Hour, New Manna, Valley Food Storage, Augustin, and last but not least, Peak. Which, of course, we want to make sure people know that Jim Baker, the nutty professor himself, his doomsday bucket is New Manna.
Oh my God.
It's very deceptive. Also, I just want to say, too, all of the icons you have to put on the back of these buckets, it's a child basically getting trapped or drowning in a bucket. It's some kind of, you have to put the same dead baby logo on all of these doomsday buckets, which I will say, point to everybody, it adds to the doomsday charm. I think for this as well, we're going to do a ranking of life totals. Everybody starts off with 10 life totals, and those get deducted. We drop bombs on them for everything that we find a complaint with, and whoever has the most life at the end wins. So without further ado, let's eat some breakfast, shall we?
Yum, 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 yum.
Starting off with breakfast. Look at this beautiful assortment of fucking chaos. My God. We have pudding, biscuits and gravy, and egg scramble pancakes. What the hell is this?
Cream of wheat.
How is this cream of wheat? Oh God, it feels like a piece of fucking raw chicken. Oh my, can I push into it? Oh, it breaks. That is actually, this looks like a cow tongue. That looks like a cow tongue. Oh my God. And then we have these eggs, which the bag for the eggs, awful, abhorrent, smelled like hell, unbelievable. But at least it comes with Valley Food Storage whole milk.
Yummy.
Milk that's supposed to last 20 years. I bet that's not gonna give me diarrhea. What, and then what? Oh, cream of wheat, oh my God. It grabs like a goddamn monkey brain. Valley Food Storage with their monkey brain cream of wheat. That's fun. And then lastly, we have Ready Wise whey milk and their, I think this is also cream of wheat. Or this is oatmeal.
That's the maple oatmeal from Cabela's.
Oh, so this is all Cabela's here. Okay, so this is Cabela's.
Cabela's is Ready Wise. It's just rebranded.
Yeah, well, because they're not a company anymore. Because Bass Pro Shop whipped out their big donkey dicks and just slapped Cabela's across the face. I just want to say, get a zoom in on that, Jacob. Look at the bottom ring of that hell. You did not stir this. You look at me right in the eyes right now and you say you stirred that.
I whisked the shit out of it.
This is unbelievable. It looks like Amish butter.
It sat for a while.
Yeah, it's been sitting its whole life. This is fun. What, Margaret, which one should I start with?
The biscuits and gravy from Peak.
Okay, biscuits and gravy from Peak.
Wait. Which one, based on looks, do you think is the worst?
Oh God, this. Whatever the hell this is. I'm still not convinced this isn't a cow tongue. This was cut from the mouth of a 4-legged beast and thrown on a fucking Dixie paper plate. That one. Looks horrible. The two that look the best, I'm not gonna lie, this biscuits and gravy doesn't look too bad. I'm not the biggest biscuits and gravy guy, but I can get down being like, that's aesthetically not too bad looking. And the scramble. Off. God. And then also, I just want to say these pancakes should be illegal as well. Jim Baker, you are a fucking fraud.
Not even a syrup packet.
You're not even a syrup packet. He's like, there's no such thing as syrup in the doomsday apocalypse, you see? All right, here we go. Oh my God, it's so hard. Oh my God, it's so hard. Wait, seriously, I can't cut that. We might actually need a fucking knife to cut this. Hold on a second.
Oh my God.
It sounded like a piece of sulfur breaking. Oh!
Take a bite. Mm.
It sat for a while.
Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh God, dude, this is gonna suck. Bon appetit.
Oh, that's crunchy.
Oh, dude, fuck.
What's the gravy itself taste like?
It has no taste. It's just a fucking biscuit. It's just a goddamn biscuit. Oh. Oh, it's horrible. God. Oh, it's taking so long to chew. Oh my God. This is diabolical. I would fucking myself in the apocalypse if this is all it was. Also, the sausages all look like tiny pieces of rat shit, dude. They all look like rat shit. Oh, finally it's going down. God, that was like cracking a jawbreaker in half. That is f***ed. Did you cook this wrong, Margaret?
No, I just added boiling water to the bag.
Yeah, I forgot. The only way to cook all this is boiling water. You like boiling water biscuits and gravy? You like that with your... You see how that flopped over? Oh my God. I mean, I don't even know how to go about this. How were we ranking these again? Oh yeah, they all had 10 life points. I forgot about that. I would say initially, out of 10, I'll just give it out of 10. The life point, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Out of 10, I would give that, God, I mean, a fucking 2. I'd give it a 2.
Some of the other ones are very, very bad, so.
You know what? I'll give it a 3. It's just the biscuit. The gravy is so non-existent, but that's probably a good thing. At least you're getting nourishment inside you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were we able to get the crunch of that biscuit in there?
Oh, I heard it from here. It was crunchy.
I now know why I've waited so many years to not come back in this fucking kitchen.
What?
Margaret, what should I eat next?
The Valley eggs, the strawberry cream of wheat, and the milk from Valley.
Good choice, because at least now I get something to wet my whistle. That's... Oh my God. It smells like a Yankee Candle. I don't even know what flavor. They're like, don't even try to put a name on it. There's nothing remotely human about that glass of milk. Let me just say that. Oh God, the fucking monkey brain cream of wheat. Oh.
Yeah, the eggs smell really bad.
The eggs smell like piss, dude. You didn't piss on this, did you?
No.
Tastes like eggs. I feel like the eggs have got to be like, if you fuck up eggs, what are you doing? It's weird. It's like, you get the egg taste, but it has the texture of like, I don't know, like the skin of an olive. Oh God. Oh dude, it smells like a fucking blanket. Oh dude, it has the texture of a wet noodle. Oh, This is the whole milk. Oh my God, this had to have gone bad. There's no way that this is gonna be good. What is the flavor of this?
This is strawberry cream of wheat.
Strawberry.
This is strawberry. There's no strawberry. There's no strawberry. I don't know what kind of cream of wheat. This has to be dehydrated monkey brains.
Tastes like strawberry.
You taste this right now and you tell me that tastes like a strawberry. You come here. Don't even touch it. I'm putting it in your mouth. Come here. You took such a huge bite, Jacob.
I thought you were giving me the whole thing.
You tasted strawberry yet?
Well,
No, you don't. Do you actually?
no.
You son of a bitch.
I'm so thirsty right now, though.
Here, have a drink of this. How's it smell? I'm gonna get that in your gut. It's not good. That's exponentially worse. Okay, I didn't realize the kind of... I understood that we're doing doomsday buckets. I didn't know it was gonna be like this. I thought Nick just fell, like died. He walked back down the basement and died. This shifts my entire perspective for the biscuits and gravy. I'm gonna raise the biscuits and gravy up to a 6. I just don't think this is gonna get any better. We haven't even eaten the cow tongue yet. Does a 2.5 feel wrong for this? A 2.5, is that fair? Well, you know what, the eggs, I'll give it a 3. Because let's say that you're off. At least you have the eggs. The eggs taste like eggs. How about the milk?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you better leave it at 2.5. We'll leave it at 2.5. Oh my God. Why does my mouth feel so dry? Do you think that has anything to do with the preservatives or whatever that's in the, or dehydrated
It soaks up a lot of the water, probably.
Oh God. What's next?
Breakfast skillet by Mountain House.
Breakfast skillet. I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks pretty good.
It smelled really bad.
This does smell like. I went to visit Wendigoon in his town, and somebody threw up jambalaya on the street, and it smells just like this. Which, to be fair, visually, the threw up looked pretty good. Honestly, you can do like that. Motherfucker didn't digest anything. I got to see the whole meal he had that day. Let's go. So this is like hash browns, and there's some peppers in here, some sausage. You got some protein. You got some egg. Damn, I could f this up, dude. I could f this up every day. Smells terrible. Just awful smell. I cannot emphasize enough how bad this smells. Truly a wonder how something this good could smell so bad. I don't know. Look at me going in for seconds, huh? Damn, dude. I'm giving this an 8. Pretty fucking good. How many people, is this supposed to feed 4 people?
Yeah, or 2.
You said 2 people?
I think so.
If it's supposed to feed 2 people, then that feels good too. Like, I feel like if I ate half of that, it'd be good.
It's Best by May 2054.
Best by May 2054. I'll be a distinguished young gentleman by then.
Still drinking?
Why did I drink that? Oh God! Just absolute fucking brain rot to grab that and drink it again. God damn, that's a deal. You know what? Give it a 9, Harry. Boost it up to a 9, Margaret. Boost it up to a 9. You did good with that one, girl.
Up next, the pancake from New Mana.
All right, so this better be fucking good because Jim Baker's been slinging these fucking buckets for a long time. That dirty old sucker. How the fuck are you gonna give pancakes, not give syrup?
It's criminal.
The syrup has to last longer than the pancakes, right?
The audacity on them.
When we cooked these, did we form these or did they just come like this?
No, Harry formed them.
You had to mix the batter and pour
Oh,
it.
she even had to make it.
We had to pop it in the oven.
You had to pop it in you?
Yeah, they popped it in me.
Jesus. After one sniff, it literally breaks in half. Okay. Gross, dude. It's just fucking, it's bread. It's like, where's bread? It's edible, but no one in their right mind is gonna be like, now, that is a pancake. This is, I mean, this is just bread. I like how Jim Baker's like, we're gonna give you pancake mix. He just gives you the essentials to make fucking caveman bread. Fuck you! That's false advertisement. That's a 0. Seriously, there's nothing, there's no way.
Okay, next up, pudding from August-sun.
I do love pudding. I will say, this is obnoxious. How many fucking people is
4.
this?
It's
4
4
people?
servings, yeah.
That one was fresh off the stove.
Was.
I don't know, I always got a weird feeling with pudding, dude. I always feel like it looks, especially like white pudding, big old droopy tank of cum. Also, look at the spaceship bowl it came in.
That's my bowl.
Oh, it's your bowl?
Yeah, it's from your house.
Oh, I asked you earlier if this was mine or not, and you're like, oh, it came with it.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Margaret, you fucking bitch. Okay, I'll admit it smells pretty good. Dude, also, here's another thing. Pudding for breakfast? Sign me up, dude. You kidding me? Also, I think I have to
Oh, no.
I think I have to I also can't tell if my throat is closing up. So I don't know if there's some kind of allergic reaction I'm having to some unknown thing, but we'll find out soon. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, that floored me. It has the same consistency as like soup. It's thick on top, but then when you like it goes into your mouth, it immediately becomes hot liquid. I mean, it wants to taste good, but it's just like, nah. I'm good on tasting good.
Can you guess the flavor?
Let me try again. Tapioca?
Vanilla. The box said it came with chocolate.
The box said it came with chocolate and it ended up being vanilla.
Yeah.
So stupid. I mean, like, you know what? I'm picturing myself, it's the end of the world, right? If I have to wake up to this mediocre pudding every day, I think things could be worse. I'm gonna give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. I think that's fair. I'm going the tongue next. I'm going the fucking tongue.
You want to lean that up real quick? Give it a good.
Oof.
It doesn't even move off.
Oh,
the
it doesn't
plate.
move because this is actually a living organism. What they didn't tell you is that a part of the doomsday, the nuclear fallout, that you're actually gonna make your own microplastic chicken. Okay.
It kind of looks like my insides.
It kind of does actually look like your insides. Look at that. Margaret, did you actually just peel a piece from inside of you and give it to me?
I'm not gonna tell.
I wish you'd just be more straight up with me, honestly.
You'll find out.
So wait, this is the strawberry cream of wheat again? In what universe is that cream of wheat? Look at the wheat! Just like Grandma used to make at her house. I feel like this is the most disgusting one. I feel like I want to take the biggest bite. I mean, you can mold it like snow. You can make a snowball.
So much jiggle.
Swallow. Swallow.
I don't want to swallow
Swallow.
that. Oh my God! That is that's nice. You know, I might have to politely decline on this one because it just can't seem to get it down for some reason. So I think I might have to. Which company was this?
Ready Hour.
Ready Hour? Could you go ahead and dock them -2 points? Could you do that for me? Thank you so much. Oh God.
Harry, can you get a paper towel from over there?
No, I'm going in the oatmeal. I'm going in the oatmeal, Harry. Who the hell is this company?
Cabela.
Is it Cabela's?
Yeah.
Tastes like rocks. No wonder Cabela's been out of business. It tastes like rocks. Okay, can't forget the milk. The fucking milk. Whey milk. Oh my God. Oh my God. That tastes like glue.
Whoa!
That is sour.
I was gonna take a drink, but not now.
That seriously. That is bad. That is fucking bad. I'm really trying not to blow that one back. Could you go ahead and dock Cabela's just -1 point, please?
What's their score? -1.
Just -1. -1 is their score. Margaret, I need to clean myself before I continue.
Okay. Clean time.
Okay. Oh, I am back with a new t-shirt after my nice little throw-up incident here. I'm back and fatter than ever and ready to take on more Doomsday Buckets. This time, it's lunchtime. And lunch here consists of 7 new meals from our Doomsday Buckets. It looks like this is sweet habanero chili. Oh my God. My God. I mean, it smells like chili at least. These all look terrible, dude. God. And the flies! Margaret, I thought we got fucking fly traps or something.
Yeah, I haven't set them out yet.
If you're gonna cook shit, you should set out the fly traps. Next we have Valley's enchilada like rice. How can something be so impossibly flat? It's like a sheet of fucking paper on the deal. It's so flat. Oh God. This is the most upsetting. This is potato soup.
Yum.
Ready Hour is potato soup, but they also give you, it was only labeled orange energy drink. Not sure the health implications of how much caffeine or what is inside Ready Hour's orange energy drink, but here we are. Next you have, I think this is black beans and rice. Southwest rice and beans from Cabela's, which if you look in here, there's actually, you can see 3 pieces of corn. Impressive. Wow, look at all that color. And then we have these all look like fucking throw up. Next you have Peak's homemade style chicken. Are these carrots?
I think it's like chicken noodle soup.
It's chicken noodle soup. I don't even know what the hell I'm looking at. This looks like a live leak, like the aftermath of like a live leak video.
I like how none of them move.
Oh, this one's kind of going a little bit. Look at him go. Off to the races, as they say. Next up has to be the most unappealing of them all. This looks like actual cat throw up. This is Mountain House Chicken Fajita Bowl. Doesn't it look like a fajita bowl? I once had a 24-year-old cat named Susu that we had to put down. Every time she threw up, it looked just like this. So rest in peace, Susu, you horrid little cunt. And then last but not least, we have probably another just rice-based slop. What the even is this? Ready Wise teriyaki rice. Uh-oh. We're heading to Mount Fuji because this is teriyaki rice. This looks like every Asian cuisine I've ever seen. Wow. Is this Panda Express or is this Doomsday Buckets? I'm not sure. Oh, God. Margaret, well, I guess we had you do this last time. What's the first one we should try?
Peak home-style chicken. Mm.
Oh, God. This looks terrible.
Sorry.
It's not your fault, Margaret. They're pre-prepared, aren't they?
Yeah.
This is just all, I'm almost positive all these are rice-based. This has to be a carrot, I'm pretty sure. It tastes like ground beef.
That's not good.
It tastes like have you ever had like a really, really raw hamburger? Almost like an old woman who's like,
Just let it hang on each side for 3 seconds and give it to me.
that's what this tastes like. I feel like I'm eating like blood. I think that's what it is. I think it's the fucking blood. It's what it tastes like. It just tastes like blood. Oh my God. I don't even know. I'll be honest. I don't even know what the hell these are. I thought this was a carrot. I have no idea what that is. I'm suspicious that these are croutons.
It has to be a carrot.
That's what I thought. There's no way that this is vegetative life. What is this again? Peak homestyle chicken? If I could describe this in 2 words, it would be bloody crouton. Blood crouton. I don't even know what if I had to give it points is that I didn't gag. There's that. If I was sitting at the nuclear fallout all around me and I was with my wife and my kids and I had to have this for lunch every day for the next 25 years, I feel like there's probably worse lunches out there. This is not the worst. You know what I'm gonna give it? I'm gonna give it 2 points. I forgot what the hell the point system even is. I think at this point we're just adding up points. It's chaotic, just like a nuclear fallout kind of world. So 2 points. I don't know. Off, fly! All right, Margaret, what's next?
Up next, Cabela's Southwest Rice and Beans.
Oh, you talk about the Rainforest Cafe entree? Look at all that color. Yellow, 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 and brown. Pretty good.
Take a big bite. Big.
You want to take a big bite?
Big. Mmm.
Is this big enough, Margaret?
Yeah.
I don't want to take this big of a bite, dude. It smells. It's like you can smell the beans, but then it just smells like foam. I don't want to take this big of a bite.
Do it, pussy.
I mean, you know what's up?
Is it good?
No. It tastes like rice and beans, but man, oh man, does that corn sear through. No wonder they only peppered it in there. I don't know why. That corn stands the out. I mean, it tastes like rice, beans, and corn. There's one piece of corn. It tastes more like corn than anything. I don't know how that's possible. Can rice be made from corn?
No.
No?
Nope.
I gotta say, for evolving from breakfast, so far not too bad. Rice and beans, you know what? 2 points. 2 points. Edible. You know, you're in the fallout. You're not gonna get filet mignons all the time, right? But rice and beans, you can't really go wrong. Also, that corn's sweet.
Out of 10? 2 out of 10?
No, we're getting rid of the whole 10 point. It's just we're adding points. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. It doesn't even matter. I could give something 20 points. We're just gonna tally up points at the end. It's not the best system. I don't really know else how to do this. I'm still recovering emotionally from breakfast. So far, not bad. The blood, even the blood crouton thing wasn't the end of the world. I will say I would rather have the rice and beans though over blood crouton any day of the week. What's next, Margaret?
Ready Hour potato soup with orange drink. My favorite.
I like how this is supposed to be soup. You want a bowl of soup? You want a bowl of soup? All right, so this is just potato soup, that's it. So these are just little chunks of potato here. Let's see here. Let's get a nice, good glob of this thick, gravy-like substance on this plate. What's weird is that they're formed, but then when you touch them, they dissolve. Is that a good thing? I'm not sure. Damn.
Good, huh?
That's kind of up. The texture of this is abysmal. The texture feels like it's like melted like crayons. Like it's hard. It's very hard, but the taste is actually pretty fucking good if I'm being honest. That's fucked up.
I had a good feeling about that one.
I could eat that whole thing.
Wash it down. Take a big gulp. Mm-mm-mm.
Delicious. What's weird is that it's orange flavored, but the substance inside is pitch black, like an oil spill in the ocean. I'm picturing dead sea animals in this, but yet I can't stop drinking. I'm actually nervous though, because I'm like wondering what is the energy drink aspect of this? If I start getting heart palpitations, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna give the potato, god damn, dude. Give me some of that. Huh, Margaret? Who is this by again?
Ready Hour.
Ready Hour. You know what? 5 points. I wouldn't mind having that multiple times. Also, if I had to get hyped up in the morning, I already feel like I'm gonna, actually, hold on a second. I can't tell if it's paranoia, but I feel my heart fluttering. I can't tell if I'm like psyching myself out or not. I feel like I want to keep drinking the orange drink, but I think it might be. I'm getting a little pepped up too quickly.
Is it good?
Don't get me wrong, it's good, but I'm not gonna lie, I just had a surge, like a surge of life flood into my body, and I can't tell if my heart is just like, what is my fucking heart rate at? I need a...
You better eat the other ones pretty quick then.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it at 5. That's good. I don't know what kind of fucking primal activation that just gave me, but there it is. Margaret, I'm gonna do the chili next.
Chili with pineapple.
We have New Manna, which I believe is Jim Baker's. Jim Baker's chili. Better be good, Jim. Sweet habanero chili with pineapple. Where the fuck is the pineapple here? Oh, it's this? Oh, it's like dog food. This looks like fucking dog food, dude. I want to eat one of these like Jim Baker where he's like, oh. Oh, God. It's good. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, that is fucked. Oh, the first word that came to mind was skunk. Oh God.
Oh my God.
The habanero, there's like unnecessary heat in my mouth. Give me the It's like being pepper sprayed in the mouth with none of the flavor. It's just heat. It tastes like a skunk. It's almost tasteless with this texture.
Spicy.
Oh, the pineapple has to be rotten. The pineapple was sweet for a second, and all of a sudden it was like, it just immediately turned sour, like a goddamn Disney villain right in my mouth. Mar, I don't want to take another bite of this one.
One more.
I mean, look how that curves. God, mother of God. All right, well, everybody dig into the chili here. I wouldn't even give this to my dog. This is fucked. It's so hot for no reason. There's no flavor. There's nothing. There's nothing there. It's just slop heat. This is fucking mud with heat. Imagine eating a pile of mud and then your mouth is just hot for no reason. No fucking points. There's nothing to even say. You know what? -1 point for the heat. Heat without taste. No, I'll just give it 0 points. 0 points. God damn. Just get in the back of my throat. Give it -2. The heat is only growing in my mouth. Hold on a second. This is actually f***ed. It's building in the back of my throat.
Why would you want something spicy in the apocalypse?
Yeah, exactly. I'd love to have diarrhea. Hey, can I get some squirts in the apocalypse? Especially chili? Who the f would be? Oh man, I'd love to just cause a mess. You know what I mean? What the f? -3 points. Kim, god damn. Next we have Valley's Enchilada. God, there's still fucking spicy mud on my fork here. It's actually, it's uncanny how flat this is. Also, none of them move. Could I put this upside down? Mmm, yummy. As our friends down south like to say, bon appetit. Dude, it's really crunchy.
It's crunchy.
It's really crunchy.
Ooh, that's not good. Sorry.
I didn't know rice could taste like this. Oh.
Did I not cook it all the way?
No, it's cooked. Oh man. You know what's off. You know what's fucking crazy is the beans. If you're in the apocalypse, one thing I've noticed so far, there's a little hot spice to this too. Damn. Or is it just left over in my mouth?
Probably from the fork.
This is definitely cooked, but it's like, it feels like I'm biting into chicken bones. I'm gonna have to give this 0 on the enchilada. Also, this is extremely deceptive. Enchiladas tonight! It's this. That has to be a point deduction too, right? That is so uh-oh.
Ay, ay, ay! Enchilada!
And then it's just this. Look at it go. Hey mom, I think my enchilada's breathing. It is, sweetheart. That's disgusting. God, get me the fuck out of this hell, dude. Ready Wise teriyaki rice. Can't you see the Asian influence?
See.
Teriyaki rice, don't know if we can capture this, but for some reason, it looks like moisture is trapped in between the rice. It looks like there's a little pond. So it almost looks like the rice is hiding an ocean underneath whatever the hell this is. So here we go. Oh, yum. Oh, it's so thick. It's like maple syrup. Yummy. Wow, better get some of that bean in there. Oh, that is unpleasant. It smells like gym socks. Gym socks, but a little bit of sweetness to it. So let's see if it tastes pretty good.
How's it taste? Mmm. good. Can't talk.
I gotta stop drinking that. I don't know what the hell this is. I feel like it's cocaine. I'm like on a fucking wire's edge right now, dude. Teriyaki, it's kind of fucked up. I mean, it's just rice. It's rice with like a weird syrupy teriyaki sauce in it. It does taste like teriyaki, but I wouldn't be mad. I got 2 points. Is it as good as a potato? Oh, absolutely not. No. Potato, my beloved. You ugly, ugly son of a bitch. And then last but not least, we have the Mountain House Chicken Fajita Bowl. I will say, no, the chili is probably the ugliest. The chili has to be the most unappealing. This one, it looks dastardly. Oh, it's like cutting into like a red velvet cake, that kind of consistency. Also, I cut it and then it had this little like squirt of orange, whatever the hell that is, grease or whatever. Salut. You know what? 3 points. Shooting from the hip here, 3 points. Not bad. Looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. But guess what? You kind of taste the fucking peppers in that. All right? It does feel like you're eating like a dog's tongue, texture-wise. Okay, what the hell is this? Hold on a second. Is this a piece of chicken?
It is the chicken fajita bowl.
Oh, it tastes like a beet. The chicken tastes like a fucking. Have you ever had a beet before?
No.
You're like an oven. Shouldn't you have eaten like everything?
I only eat meat. I'm on Jordan Peterson's meat diet.
Oh, you're on the carnivore diet?
Yeah. Can't you tell?
Your figure does look very slim, Margaret.
Oh, thank you.
Her titties look nice.
Thanks.
You got cute little titties.
Thanks. Thank you.
I gotta say, lunch way more desirable than breakfast, okay? My God, if anything, if this is a message so far from me to the doomsday bucket people, just skip breakfast. Maybe we don't need breakfast. Maybe that's a thing for human evolution after the nuclear fallout. No breakfast, okay? God damn, dude. It's like a goddamn piece of Jacqueline's beef jerky, this chicken. We've been working on this son of a for a while. Let's move on to our last meal. Dinner. Ah, it is now dinner time. Some time has certainly passed, but it is an appropriate time to finally eat some dinner. Our last, probably I dare I say, most important meal of the day. Breakfast, I think dinner's the most important meal. It's the meal right before a lullaby. It lullabies you to sleep, right? In the doomsday, you want to have a nice dinner with your family. Think of Christmases. Think of Thanksgivings and nuclear fallout. What are some of our dinner options? Let's take a look. One is Cabela's Hearty Tortilla Soup. This looks like, oh my God. It looks like a spit cup. Look at it dribbling into the side of the bowl over here. Oh, good heavens, that's all I have to say. Then we have Mountain House's Beef Stroganoff. This looks just like rat shit and throw up again. There's a lot of noodle-based ones in these. Oh God. Here we have Augustin's Italian Marinara Pasta.
Italiano. You love Italians, don't you, Hannah?
I hate Italian Americans. I'm trying to get a better look at the sauce on the bottom. It is disgusting. I don't know if it translates well on the camera, but this is just foul. Oh God. There's no way that you're supposed to have doomsday bucket pastas, right? Or like the cheeses and stuff. Maybe dry pastas, but like meats and sauces. I think it's gone bad, like this. Like look at the tiny, what the hell even is this? What am I looking at here? Peak beef pasta. It's just beef pasta. Look at that. My God. God have mercy on my soul. Good Lord. This is probably the ugliest looking one. It's corn chowder. Corn chowder from Augustin. So these two are together. We were supposed to have corn chowder for lunch, but we're having it now because, you know, f me, I guess. And then the New Manna potato casserole, which there's no semblance of potato. It just looks like microwave plastic. All right, then mac and cheese from Ready Hour. Mac and cheese does not look bad. We'll see. And then last but not least, we have Valley's mango. Oh God. Valley just had mango habanero chili as well. I'm gonna bite the fucking bullet here. I'm just gonna do the tortilla soup first. Cabela's Hearty Tortilla Soup. Oh God. Oh, I didn't even know there was like rice in here. Oh, it's so thick on the bottom. Oh God. Oh man. Oh.
What do you think?
Oh, there's so much pepper. Oh, there's so much pepper. God, it's like a goddamn pepper brick in my mouth, dude. God. It's like pepper, and then they're like, by the way, there's rice and beans in here. What the is this? You know what? Even though I just got pepper sprayed in my mouth, it tastes much better than I expected compared to, it looks horrible. This probably has to be tied with some of the worst ones. The chili looks better than the last chili we had. The last chili looked like dog food. This looks like dog food too. It looks like throw up. But to be fair, the throw up looking ones that we've tasted before they've been tasting a little better. You know, Cabela's ugly as shit. I got pepper sprayed. I'm just gonna give it a point. I'll at least give it a point. You know what? I'll give it 2 points. It was edible. It was much better than I expected. I'm gonna move on to another soup as well. I'm gonna move on to the Augustin's corn chowder. Looks like mashed potatoes. Isn't corn chowder supposed to be like soup? Is it supposed to be this thick usually? It usually is this thick?
It also usually has corn in it.
There is no corn. I just noticed that. Yeah.
It's ground up corn.
Is it actually ground up corn?
Yeah. It's dried up, ground up corn.
Oh, dude.
Is it sweet corn?
There's no taste of corn, Margaret. It tastes like white gravy. Like white gravy gone bad. I'm gonna go to the beef pasta. These little pellet beef balls are just unfortunate. Oh, goddamn. I just want to point out, I understand these are not supposed to be good. I mean, they come in a bucket. Okay, it's a last resort thing. This meal right here, let me tell you something. If I had to eat this for a meal every day for like 20 years, I would rather just die. All of this so far, I would rather just die. I would openly go out into the toxic radiation that is the earth, and I would just suffocate or whatever the would happen. I would just rather have that take me. I think as soon as any minor inconvenience happened, I'd just be like, it's done. No electricity, no internet. I'd be like, I'm done. That's it. Yo, I get to sit around and read books for the rest of my life. Oh, fun. I give 2 points to the beef pasta. Beef pasta wasn't terrible, even though there's no way that's actually meat. I don't know what the hell that is, but I can tell you right now, that is not meat. I don't even think it's a plant. I don't know what the hell they put there for you to eat. I think it's a mixture of foam and some kind of dog food. And they're like, oh, don't worry. I know it's hard in the bag, but you'll throw it in the water and it'll get soft, so it'll be like meat. So I don't know. I give it a 2. It was edible. I'm gonna give -3 for whatever the hell this is. For the corn chowder, because this is a forbidden pudding. It is a rancid gravy. Like, this is what I expect, like, mutants to eat. I'm gonna go next up with the Mountain House Beef Stroganoff. That smells terrible. I'm beginning to believe that this is all dog food, that they just say boil it. All the meat is dog food that they say boil and it'll be soft. Because this is gray. A gray, pale meat. Like you killed a fucking zombie and served it to someone. I mean, what the fuck is this? It's different than every other thing in the entire concoction here. Oh, God. God damn. Oh, the sound of that. Oh, I shouldn't have stirred it. I shouldn't have stirred it. It was like it was an immediate chemical reaction did it just to my face. Oh, dude. It's very slimy. Hey, the beef tastes like beef, though. That's a plus. We've had a lot of blood tasting stuff today. Mostly just one. That's a lot for me. The noodles in this, though, I don't know what happens, but as soon as it hits your mouth, it dissolves. And that was unpleasant. So really, it's just you eating plastic beef. Whatever made up dog food this is. Not bad. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 3. Would have given it higher, but it smells worse than it tastes. That's become a recurring theme for dinner. You know, you might smell shit, but you know dinner's ready, and it doesn't taste too bad. Mac and cheese time. Dare I say, looks definitely the best out of all of them. Could be an easy win here, boys. Mac and cheese. Can you imagine being alone? All your family's dead in the apocalypse. Mac and cheese.
At least you got me.
Oh, it's sour.
Told you.
Oh my God.
That's probably the cheese going bad. What's wrong?
Dude, it's like vinegar. It's really, really sour. And the noodles are little strands of leather. This is so upsetting.
But it's good for 25 years.
Yeah, imagine you're so stoked. My mutant daughter just got married. We're busting out the fine china. We're serving some mac and cheese. And it's these little strands of, this is so upsetting. It looks so good. It actually looked really fucking good. Ready Hours mac and cheese, stay away from that. I'm pissed off. That's,
Gotta be -5 at least.
I was gonna say -4 was my gut. A -4. Because at least it's appealing. Even if you're like, let's say you wanna make someone jealous in the wastelands. What are you having over there? Oh, these mac and cheese. And then you like just have it on a table and it looks good.
But you don't eat it.
Yeah, it's just, you use this to tantalize people in the wasteland. Or you're like, got you something to eat. And then you run away and you hear just like gagging and choking in the background. Ah, it's vinegar poisoning. That is New Mana had this is the
Potato casserole.
potato casserole. God, it all just sounds like death. No thought went into being like, when you dive into the cuisine, you're gonna be tantalized. You're gonna want to like dive right in. I hate Jim Baker.
What?
Oh, it's so sweet. It's like really sweet, like sugary. It is not good. It's weird. It's like sugar potatoes. I have no way to describe it. It's a really sweet, there's nothing savory about it. It's like, I feel like Jim Baker's like, they want it sweet, trust me. It's like something like that. Oh God. I mean, it's edible. And that has to count for something in the wasteland, right?
Yeah.
I would rather have sugar potatoes over leather vinegar macaroni. So I guess I'd give it a point. That's fair, right? I'll give it a point just because it's edible. It looks horrible. It has no smell. It once again is falling into this routine of being something that could be alive. I don't know. I feel like if I would have poked it, like if I would have found this thing sitting out on a table, I'd be like, I'd like poke it a couple times. Has anyone ever had sugary potatoes before? Maybe they're onto something. Maybe this is the new cuisine of the future. Sweet sugary potatoes. Off fly. Okay. I'll do the marinara pasta by Augustin's. I don't like that name either. Augustin. So this is actually supposed to go with the corn chowder.
Yeah.
It's like sour again. I can't tell if it's just like, oh, that's just the preservatives or what. There's no marinara. I cannot taste any of the marinara. Like the texture is there, but it tastes just kind of like sour noodles. Noodles gone bad. I will say I prefer that. So now combining this with that makes it even worse. I would say dock it another point then. Just dock him another fucking point. Good God. Oh God, the last thing's the chili.
Your favorite.
Oh God, yeah, my favorite. So Valley's mango habanero chili. The last chili was terrible, so all it needs to do, oh no. Oh, it cuts like sherbet. It kind of doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't even, usually chili always has like a very distinct smell. It's weird. Maybe I have the COVID. Do you think people would care about COVID in the after world? You think COVID is the end?
AIDS will be the end.
What a horrible improv to say there, Margaret.
What?
You said AIDS, right?
I said AIDS.
You hear that crunch? Mm-hmm. The fucking mango is like crunching in my mouth like it's candy. That's the mango, right? That's gotta be the mango. Because I see the habanero slices in here too. Honestly, it's edible. Dude, especially compared to last chili. The last chili was so I would say this is like, if I'm riding out, dude, if I'm sitting there, I'm on Brokeback on a mountainside with my cowboy buddy. He's fucking, I don't know how many inches deep inside me. And all of a sudden he busts out a pot of fucking Valley Doomsday Bucket Chili. I'd say that's borderline romantic. I'm giving it a 3. Give it a 3. If it wasn't for the crunch, I was gonna give it a 4. But the crunch fucked me up a little bit. Because now I feel self-conscious, like I'm looking at him, I'm like, you like it? And he's like crunching through it, and I'm like, I love you. He doesn't say it back. All right, well, I guess I'll see you next time on Brokeback. So wait, so that is our...
That's it.
The scores are in.
The scores are in. Give me the totals so far from worst to best. New Mana comes in dead last with -2 points. I expected New Mana to be the worst. Jim Baker is a fucking snake. Look at how he, even in his own video, choked on his own soup. Who the chokes on soup, dude? You don't have to chew it. Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh God. It was the whole time. That checks out to me, and I'm happy. These scores are honest, okay? New Mana coming in dead last with their fucking Wonder Bread pancakes. How are you the fuck are you to give pancakes and I have $1 of syrup? How the fuck is that actually possible? And then for lunch we have their chili. The Pedigree Dog Company could make better fucking chili for humans. It's unfucking real. And then last but not least, you give us this potato casserole. Fuck you, Jim Baker. New Mana, if you're in the market for doomsday buckets, stay clear of New Mana, right? Because here's the thing. Just because you're in the hellscape that is the apocalypse doesn't mean you have to just suffer for eternity with bad tasting food buckets, man. If you're spending good hard-earned money on food buckets right now, stay away from Mana. And next up is Ready Hour, which has a -1. It barely scrapes by New Mana. These are our fallen angels for sure. Ready Hour having the cream of wheat strawberry cow tongue. I'm gonna give it the coveted honor. That was probably one of the most disgusting things I've ever tasted in my whole life. that was disgusting. But then you come out of nowhere with the potato soup and the nuclear heart-racing, life-invigorating orange drink, and then it wins you over. The potato was simple but effective. They spoiled it again with having the fucking leather vinegar mac and cheese. I mean, the strawberry cream of wheat, don't be wrong, is definitely worse than the mac and cheese, but that is unfathomable. What a crazy, weird collection of looking stuff. You have the super bright pink cow tongue, you have the delicious looking mac and cheese that ends up being fucking horrible, and then you have a plate of nothing and it ends up being good. Rewrite your formula, Ready Hour, my God.
Don't forget black orange juice.
Oh yeah, I will say in the black orange juice, that was odd. It looked like an oil spill. It was very deceptive. I kept drinking it. It hit me kind of late and then it came back and I kept taking sips on it and I felt, I don't know, like I took a fucking Limitless pill. You know what I mean? You guys remember that Bradley Cooper movie? It reminds me of that. Points there, but I mean, at least it's not dead last. I'm glad they weren't dead last, at least for that.
5th place.
Cabela's coming in with a total score of 3. That company's not even around anymore. And they're beating out the competition. What does that say about our last other two? Cabela's, it was an ugly duckling. The fucking tortilla soup. It felt like sifting through like a grease trap. Didn't taste the worst, but it was ugly as hell. The whey milk in their breakfast option was abhorrent. I mean, that was fucking awful. Really, really bad. Also, I didn't know oatmeal could be so haunting. So tragically haunting. But then they kind of slapped at their lunch with the Southwest rice and beans, right? You know, it wasn't bad. It was a middle of the road meal. It would be something where if I was once again tucked away on Brokeback with my mans and we can busted out some of that, I think none of us would complain. And I'd still be able to get work done. I'd be able to get work done. Augustin comes in with 4 points next. It had one of the most disgusting meals. The dinner was corn chowder and pasta dinner. Really made me realize that like doomsday life, even if I had a bodacious Brokeback Mountain cowboy boyfriend, I would rather be dead. And yet they still had 4 points. Somehow they squeaked by with their pudding for breakfast, which basically was just cum. So I guess that does get you prepared for the Brokeback situation. Maybe you're eating that every day anyways, who knows? It wasn't terrible, but it also wasn't like super sweet. It was okay. So now we're in the top 3. Valley with 6 points. Valley coming through, having some memorable dishes here. I mean, the nice chili here really putting Jim Baker's nose in it with extremely crunchy habanero stuff. I don't know what that is, mango, whatever. It's a crunchy mess, but it didn't taste the worst at all. It did make me contemplate my life as a gay cowboy. So, you know, that's pretty fucking memorable. Their whole milk was The eggs tasted like eggs though, which in nuclear fallout is pretty important. The cream of wheat I remember being probably mid. The eggs were surprising because they looked awful. It looked like a fetus, like a diced up fetus on my plate. It was nasty, but it tastes good. That's the thing about these doomsday things, man. You know, don't judge a book by its cover. Oh yeah, they had the paper thin enchilada rice and beans. I mean, it was as thick as a sheet of paper. I don't know how it was possible. It scraped up like cat food. It just tastes like rice and beans. I couldn't even judge it. If you had to have sustenance. If you had to have something in your belly, I mean, you could do that, but at the end of the day, I can't give it points for tasting like nothing. What's second? What's our silver medal?
Peak with 10 points.
Peak with 10 points, damn. The beef pasta, once again, once you start to accept that the meat in all of this is dog food, that it just gets watered down and becomes mushy, it becomes a lot more palatable. The chicken option, albeit tasting like beets, was all around kind of pleasant. I enjoyed it. And then the biscuits and gravy, which was the hardest biscuit of all time, but the gravy wasn't terrible. Once again, you get the pedigree dog food that's boiled down so it becomes mushy. It's not terrible. But the biscuit itself was a tough ask. But for peak, it's one of the peaks. I mean, 10 points. Can you blame him? A silver medal. But who was our champion? Mountain House comes in with 15 staggering points. An unbelievable. I mean, the breakfast option, the skillet. Mountain House, do all of us a service and don't wait for the doomsday to fucking serve that thing up. Every day, I'd eat that skillet every goddamn day. Is it unfair that I gave it 9 points? You. Why don't you get New Mana? And I'll stick with Mountain House. The chicken fajita bowl, it was an average, yeah, like a 3-pointer. And also with their little beef stroganoff thing. Beef stroganoff, it looks disgusting. I'm looking at it right now and it makes me sick to my stomach. But it tastes fine. The pasta dissolves in your mouth. I don't know what the hell is going on. The pasta shouldn't do that. It's like a piece of LSD paper or something like that. That son of a bitch just dissolves real quick. And then you're left with, once again, the pedigree dog meat. So at the end of the day, I'm happy that Mountain House is our doomsday bucket champion. If you're nervous about the world ending, get Mountain House. Mountain House! Mountain House! And if you've tried any of these at home, or if I'm not gonna say that. You know what? Doomsday might be around any corner right? Uh-oh, I'm peeking. Maybe not this one. I see a hallway, though. Might be down that corner. So what I gotta say is prep for the worst and enjoy the best. Go Mountain House. Margaret, any closing thoughts?
You should try all of Jim Baker's food.
No.
There was 17 in total.
No, I'm not trying all of Jim Baker's food. There's too much. Also, isn't there a bucket that's like $5,000?
Yeah, we bought the family pack that was $400.
The bucket we bought was $400. Are you serious? And it was the worst one. Wait, how much was Mountain? Do we have the prices all? How much was Mountain House?
Mountain House was $112.
Oh, $112 for
Says
Mountain
it's
House.
only for 5 days worth of food.
Oh, so you are paying a premium. Maybe you only plan to be alive for 5 days. Make love to your cowboy boyfriend, and then throw yourselves off Brokeback Mountain. But that's our Doomsday Bucket video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, let's hope the world doesn't fucking end. Bye-bye.
Oh, good. Oh my God.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because today we are talking about inventors completely destroyed by their own inventions. And what I mean by that is inventors who are killed by their own creations. A weird concept and a tragic one at that. You make something to give to the world and it's your ultimate demise. Very Shakespearean in nature, but also very fascinating. And I think it trickles back to one of the first accounts that I think we all know and love, which is Icarus. Icarus is a Greek mythological tale about you flew too close to the sun and you get burned, right? They're in this prison cell, Icarus and his dad, who gives a shit what his name is. They make wings out of feathers in their pillows and they're able to fly away. But Icarus flies too close to the sun, the glue melts and he falls to the sea and dies. Tragic. But to think that this could be conceptualized into real life and that this thing could happen to the real inventors is nothing short of awesome. I mean, it really is. I'm not going into the list saying that all of these deaths are awesome because it's not. It's very tragic and sad, but the irony is pretty funny. We're just gonna look at some of the inventions. Maybe you have some of these inventions in your home. Well, maybe not. The first guy that we're talking about is Perilos of Athens. Dude died in 550 BCE. Don't think anybody has this gadget at home, but it's still fun to say, needless, whatever. Perilos of Athens was a sculptor, and he made the brazen bull as a way to execute criminals. Remember, we've talked about this part. The guy who sculpted the brazen bull was inevitably put into it and killed him. That is insane. According to legend, Perilos was the first to be roasted in the brazen bull. Not only was he killed by it, he was the first. That is a bad turnaround for a commission. Well, imagine sculpting this and they're just like, all right, get on in there. He's like, nah, I'm okay. They're like, no, seriously, get in the bowl. A bit boastful and proud while explaining the torture device's functions, Perilos thought he may receive an award for his invention. Instead, this angered and disgusted Phalaris, and he tricked Perilos inside the bowl. That seems rude. Which, if you don't remember, they put a fire under the bronze bowl here, but there's like a trumpet inside of the chamber that goes up and through the mouth so people can hear the screams through the bowl. And the first person to ever do that was the guy who invented the fucking thing, who was so boastful about it too. He's like, no, seriously, the screams are loud as shit. It's awesome. Why did that anger him? Just too cocky?
It sounded like the guy was just being arrogant. Be like, look at this cool torture device.
He's like, I'm gonna get an award. People are gonna hate this thing. Give me money. Give me an award, please. Which also, according to legend, after a body was charred, the scorched bones of the deceased supposedly shone like jewels, and bracelets were made of the remains. Perilos was killed inside the burning of the bowl, and his body was then thrown off a cliff. That seems a bit excessive. He was already burned inside a giant sculpture he made. I would have just like, I don't know, put him in a dumpster. Thrown off a cliff feels a bit overdramatic, and that's probably a Greek tragedy. I doubt that happened. But I hope the guy actually did make it, because that's fucking hilarious. On to the next one, which was Wan Hu, a 16th century Chinese official considered to be the world's first astronaut. Apparently, Hu is said to have attempted to launch himself into outer space in a chair with 47 rockets attached, and with a kite in his hand. I love the optimism. That's like some Dr. Seuss levels of optimism. I feel like a lot of Dr. Seuss's creations, he's just like, well, you've never even heard of Wan Hu, have you? Unfortunately, the rockets exploded. He and his chair were never seen from again, and the crater Wan Hu on the far side of the moon is named after him. That's pretty insane. Not only is he considered the first astronaut, but also, I mean, like, jackass kind of thing. That's kind of like a jackass vibe, right? You have to get the guy credit for fucking putting 47 rockets, fireworks, basically, on the side of a... on the side of a chair and just being like, I'll see you when I get back from Mars. And he just immediately goes up and explodes. Thank God there's never been any other recording of astronauts blowing up. Don't play that because we'll actually get in trouble. Next up, we have Li Si and the Five Punishments. These are fucking brutal names, dude. You know what's the problem is with this list so far too is that after this, the names they're not gonna hold up. It's gonna be like Greg Jones and the Spoon or something like that. Li Si and the Five Punishments in 208 BC. It's a great fucking picture too. It's a really good picture. Motherfucker looks pouty. Li Si is credited as one of the most important figures in Chinese history. I don't know why, but that felt very dramatic. He was a chancellor of the ancient country for 4 decades. That's 40 years. Above all, Li Si is credited with pacifying China's enemies, both internal and external, by showing aggression in pivotal moments. He invented the brutal torture named the Five Punishments to instill some of that rule with a big stick mindset. In 208 BC, Li Si was charged with treason after trying to prevent Fusu from becoming the next emperor, even though the recently deceased emperor Qin Shi Huang had chosen him. My God, the betrayal. The drama. The prestige. Let's read on. As punishment, Li Si was subjected to the Five Punishments. His face was tattooed, his nose was cut off, his legs and feet were bound, hammered, and then amputated. His genitals were cut off, and finally, he was sliced in half at the waist. God damn. All because he's just like, that guy should be emperor over there. I heard him say it. They're just like, Five Punishments! Like enough, just fucking immediately. He was chosen, and he's like, I was told by a pretty good guy that recently died, guys. Can we at least agree on that? And everyone's like, yeah. He said that I was supposed to be emperor. So they just take a butter knife and cut off his nose right there. My boy Li Si he didn't deserve that, dude. I can't even imagine somebody cutting off this boy's nose and his fucking balls and shit. And then he just cut him in half. Seems just all a bit excessive. But finally we get into the 1000s AD. And that's Ismail ibn Hamad al-Jawari. I don't think I said that right. A Muslim Kazakh Turkic scholar, a lexicographer, and a writer. His magnum opus was an Arabic dictionary with over 40,000 entries, okay? The title translated to The Crown of Language in the Correct Arabic. That is my book. And he attempted to fly using 2 wooden wings and a rope. Now, let me tell you something. The year is 1010 when he died. Icarus' story kind of new in relative terms. My boy should have just kept writing. It is possible he might have been experiencing delusions that he was a bird. That's a heavy piece of information. Do we know if he was completely psychotic or not? Also, who the fuck is writing this? It's 1010. What guy is like, by the way, he also thought he was a bird. And he's like writing that in a scroll and he's like, okay, hold that up and put that here. Someone's gonna find that someday. So there you go. He leapt from a roof of a mosque in Nishapur and he fell to his death. Who let him up there with giant weight? If this is an accurate drawing here, who let him up there? He must have been insane. He had to have some kind of rationality to where he's just like, no, let me jump. And they're just like, I really think that's a bad idea. And he's like, Icarus who? And he just jumps off immediately and dies. All right, here we go. See, exactly. First boring name, dude. James Douglas, 1580. Oh, God, here we go. He was the 1st Earl of Morton, a Scottish aristocrat, and an inventor. In 1564, the city of Edinburgh invited inventors to present ideas for clean, efficient killing machines. That's a conference I wish I could go to. We just went to SHOT Show in Vegas, and that shit was boring.
Was the AVN more of a torture device?
The AVN was more of a torture device, I will say. There's a video of my good friend, my dearest editor, my right-hand man on this channel, Nick, getting whipped at the AVNs. Maybe we can show a brief second of that.
This cannot be the healthiest workplace environment video to have.
That's going to be in a court case later down in my life. Douglas brought the Maiden, an early type of guillotine that could cut off someone's head in one clean stroke. In 1580, Douglas was charged as an accessory to murder and was condemned to death. Who was surprised by that? James Douglas was he was a part of a murder? Well, he's an inventor of death machines. He's not a madman. And as a cruel joke, the Maiden was used to behead and kill Douglas. That is kind of funny. This is one of the times where I'm like, okay, the court was funny with that one. Fuck it. Use his own machine to do it. James Douglas is like, no, not my own machine. You think he talked to it? It's like laying there and he's like, don't do it, my love. Eyewitness accounts say the device worked rather well. Douglas was killed instantaneously. That's weird. That is weird. I like how people were like, my God, he was a good inventor. Look at that. That was a clean cut. His body was buried in an unmarked grave, though his loose head was put on a spike outside the city gates and stayed there for 18 months. If I was going to get beheaded, I would want my head put up there. It's kind of cool. Except Game of Thrones taught me that people like throw shit at it. But you know, a lot of cool people were put in unmarked graves. Mozart was in an unmarked grave. The best musician to ever live, James Douglas. They're in hell just like you and I are one and the same. Next up, we have Henry Winstanley, 1703. That is not an attractive man. This painting does not do him justice. Brown hair with a brown background and a brown gown. What the hell kind of color scheme was that? How would you put some goddamn color in it? Good lord. He was an English painter and inventor, who instantly designed and built the world's first offshore lighthouse. That's fucking sweet. He had grown tired of losing his ships at sea and sought to solve the problem. It took him 3 years to build. First off, what a crazy problem. How many ships did he lose? All these goddamn ships are getting lost. I'm going to put a building right in the ocean, and we're going to make a big fire. It shoots out so people can't get lost. It's a pretty good idea. You think people probably made fun of him? Really, Henry? A castle on an island? You're so foolish. For 5 years, no ship was lost due to the lighthouse's help. All right, there's go. He was so proud of it and sure of its safety, he boasted that he could shelter inside it during the greatest storm there ever was. He took refuge in the lighthouse during the Great Storm of 1703, but the lighthouse was completely destroyed, and Winston Lee plus other 5 men that accompanied him were never found. That was kind of a dumb bet. Also, how did they know that there was going to be a big-ass storm coming? The clouds just shifted, and he's just like, fine, I'm going to camp overnight, and I'm going to be fine. Didn't happen. What if he was just like, I don't want to deal with boats anymore, I'm leaving. Puts a C4 at the bottom of his lighthouse and just blows. Next up, we have Jean-Francois Pilatre de Rosières in 1785. I definitely didn't say that right. He was French. In 1783, Jean-Francois made the first untethered manned balloon flight. I know this is not going to end well. In 1783, a man named Jean-Francois did the first untethered manned balloon flight. He made multiple successful flights and even took the skies in front of the French king, which made him a major celebrity in France and inspired others to want to come up with ways to fly longer distances. All right, I thought it was a one and done deal, but no, he's had his time. But tragically, in 1785, he made history again, credited as the first known air crash fatality. Jean-Francois crashed his invention, the Rosières balloon, on June 15, 1785, while trying to cross the English Channel. Damn, fucking France to the English Channel. It's not like the longest thing, but by balloon? You have to have balls. Also, how weird would that look? As an upshot, the modern hot air balloon, which uses a combination of hot air and helium, is named the Rosières balloon in his honor. It continues to be used today. How sweet. He was the first guy to do it and the first one to die. That is funny. Next up, we have Robert Cocking, 1837. And he was a 61-year-old British watercolor artist. And after seeing the first parachute jump in England in 1802, he felt inspired to improve on the design. Bit narcissistic. All right, there's your downfall. The parachute design used an inverted cone, 107 feet in circumference, connected by 3 hoops. Look at that. Robert Cocking in watercolor form. Who commissioned this watercolor? So he's flying, and then we're going to see him. He's going to be dying. Here, he's falling to earth. Great build on him, though. My God. You know what it kind of looks like is the flying saucer in Up. Or, did I just say Up? I meant Nope. He was not a professional scientist and had no parachuting experience. Attaboy, Cocking, attaboy. On July 24th, 1837, Cocking died testing his homemade parachute. He failed to include the weight of the parachute in his calculations, thus he fell too quickly. Oh, that is tragic. Cocking was instantly killed in the crash. Tests carried out by John Wise showed that Cocking's design would have worked if it was better constructed and larger. That is tragic. Someone had to have been there to see that, right? There was a crowd of people watching him, and he's just like, here I go, and just like... After Cocking's death, parachuting became unpopular. Oh, really? And mostly seen in carnival and circus acts until the late 19th century. I kind of think parachuting should still be unpopular. The fact that if you fold the parachute wrong, you're dead. Too much responsibility. Especially it's like families own that shit. Kids fold the things and put the backpacks in there. Isn't that weird? But of course, it's nothing compared to William Bullock in 1867. He was an American. He's one of us. Mr. Bullock's main invention was the Webb rotary press. It was a huge advancement to the publishing industry at the time in 1863. Its design was an improvement on Richard March Rowe's original press created 20 years earlier. The main difference was that this printing press self-adjusted and automatically loaded large amounts of paper into rollers. Ooh, baby. In 1867, Bullock was installing one for the Philadelphia Public Ledger newspaper when his leg got jammed in the machine. Oh, God. The injury he suffered there led to gangrene, and Bullock died during his amputation operation. Man, I'll tell you what, getting a fucking leg amputated in 1800s, especially in America, holy shit. Motherfuckers did not wash their hands back then, all right? Man, what a pathetic way to die, too. That's just so sad. Oh, got my leg jammed, and then he's like, all right, it hurts, it does. All right, I'm gonna have to lose my leg. Okay. And he gets fucking gangrene. Absolutely brutal. We leave the 1800s with Otto Lilienthal in 1896. If this motherfucker dies from flying again, I'm going to... He was a German inventor known as the Flying Man. That shit should have ended with the fucking Wanu. He painstakingly studied the wings of a white stork as research for his invention designs. Created the first controllable glider. He had over 2,000 successful flights. No wonder he was labeled the flying man. Good lord. In 1893, Otto flew for a record-breaking distance of 250 meters. And in 1896, while flying to break his own record, Lilienthal fell over 50 feet from the air to his death. Breaking his neck, he was rushed to the hospital where he died shortly after. And his famous last words were, "Sacrifices must be made." That is fucking awesome. And with a broken neck too. His like neck's all bent up and he's like, "Sacrifices must be made." And he's like, "Oh shit." With his inventions and studies, he pioneered the aerodynamic phenomenon known as the heavier than air flight, which led to the conception of the fixed winged aircraft. Unlike Icarus, Otto knew what he was doing, and he is widely remembered as the father of flight and is credited by the Wright brothers' main inspiration. This is probably the only positive one so far. Sacrifices must be made. Sacrifice. Unschensplach. It's me trying to speak German. In respect, of course. It doesn't matter. Franz Reichelt in 1912. I love that we're getting pictures now. This dude looks like a vampire hunter. That is a crisp photo for 1912. Known as the Flying Tailor. Here we go again. Reichelt was testing a coat parachute he had designed. He fell to his death leaping from the deck of the Eiffel Tower. All right, that's kind of funny. His parachute seemed to have only opened halfway and folded around him immediately. He fell for a few seconds before striking the frozen soil at the foot of the tower, and it was reported that his right leg and arm were crushed, his skull and spine broken, and that he was bleeding from the mouth, nose, and ears. He was already dead by the time onlookers arrived. During an autopsy, it was concluded that Reichelt died of a heart attack during his fall. That is insane. He's like, that is fucking insane. People are like, it's beautiful. He would have just been like dead floating, which that would have been pretty sick too. Reichelt was trying to create a way for pilots to survive a fall out of an aircraft. Reichelt had promised the authorities that he would use a dummy, but at the last moment, he strapped himself into the garment and jumped off in front of a camera crew. To get wrapped up in that would suck. To have a heart attack and then plummet to your death also would be equally as tragic. But next up, we also have Thomas Andrews, 1912. I think a couple people might know who Thomas Andrews is because he was a British businessman and shipbuilder. He was the naval architect in charge of the plans for the Titanic. He was on the maiden voyage that hit the iceberg and sank. Andrews, along with 15 other passengers on board, died, and his body was never found. Supposedly, Andrews asked for another row of lifeboats to be installed. This was rejected. Had it not been, there would have been enough emergency accommodations to save every passenger and crew member on the ship, which I'm pretty sure he's in the movie. So just want to put that in there. The actor who's in Legally Blonde with Reese Witherspoon, it's her creepy old professor that wants to fuck Reese Witherspoon, and she rejects him and she doesn't give him the promotion, but it's okay because Luke Wilson, who's Owen Wilson's brother, comes in, he has a really bad haircut, and he finger fucks Reese Witherspoon later and gives her a job, and she wins. It's that actor. Next up, Francis Edgar Stanley, 1918. He was an American businessman and co-founder of Stanley Motor Carriage Company. Dude, I missed just the phrase carriage. It's a motor carriage. He was in business with his twin brother, Freeland Oscar Stanley. And after selling their photography business for $500,000, they started a steam car manufacturing company. They founded in 1897 and built a car that same year, and it became a hit among with wealthy automobile enthusiasts. In 1906, their steam car, the Rocket, broke the land speed record, reaching the speed of 127 miles per hour, which is what a 2006 Honda Civic could do today. But it is very impressive still for back then. Put up a picture of a car that can do that. We've come a long way. And in 1918, though, Francis was killed while driving a Stanley Steamer automobile. He drove his car into a wood pile after attempting to avoid farm wagons traveling side by side on the road. I started laughing there, but it was just because it's kind of goofy. And I picture like old-timey sounds like he's like, get your wagons out of the way! What? Like with their horses?
You think he's going 127?
I don't. Yeah. I bet you he was going 35 miles an hour and still he was like, ah! Speed wobbles. No! Alexander Bogdanov, 1928. I feel like I've heard his name before. Russian polymath, revolutionary, and pioneer hematologist. Which a polymath is a person with a wide-ranging knowledge of many subjects. Wow, what a fucking... I'm gonna boast it. I know a lot of things about over the course of many areas. We're going to call that a polymath. He was a physician, philosopher, science fiction writer, made advancements in blood transfusion, and made important contributions to cybernetics. Jesus Christ, dude. Was this fucking Tony Stark? Goddamn. Founded the first Institute of Blood Transfusion in 1926. After carrying out an experimental blood transfusion between himself and 21-year-old student who had an inactive case of tuberculosis, Bogdanov believed the younger man's blood would rejuvenate his aging body. Which... Who does that sound like, right? Little YouTuber that's on YouTube right now? Little $1 Million Man? Is the YouTube vampire a polymath? Maybe. And that his own blood would help cure the student's disease. He believed his body was resistant to tuberculosis. He died from an acute hemolytic transfusion reaction. This is a serious complication during transfusions. The red blood cells that were given during the transfusion are destroyed by the person's immune system. Basically, he make blood transfusion tube and it kills him. And he was a very important man who knew a lot of things. In 1930, we get introduced to Max Valier. He was a member of the 1920s German Rocket Society. And Valier was so enthralled with rockets' potential, how it could one day fuel astronauts to the moon. He decided to showcase the power and awe to the public. He wanted to excite the public and also draw funding for his own projects and research. He fitted rail cars, sleds, gliders, and most notably, race cars with rockets for these public demonstrations. That's awesome. I would have been there. You want to see a guy drive one of the steam automobiles with a rocket attached? I'd be like, okay, it's 1930s. I have literally nothing else going on. I'm eating bread. I'd say, sure, I'm just eating bread. I'll go with you. For Max, safety came secondary. What a badass. Valier wore no goggles and no fire retardant clothing. Instead of sitting behind a concrete wall looking through a small slit window, he sat right in front of the combustion chamber with his face fully exposed to the flames shooting upwards. There was very little prior research and no funding, so he was forced to rely on luck. He invented a liquid-fueled rocket engine, and on the 17th of May, 1930, his luck ran out. An alcohol-fueled engine exploded on his test bench in Berlin, causing a piece of shrapnel to pierce his pulmonary artery, and Max Valier died in 10 minutes. He was 35 years old. I laugh because I'm just imagining the slit in the wall and the flames coming through. Okay, I'm sorry. Making him one of the first casualties of the modern space age. That's not true. One who blew himself up with rockets on a fucking folding chair. Max was just kind of like, I guess I'll stand here. You know what I mean? I want to see Max Valier's rocket car. This is sick. That this kind of an insight. I want to meet some guy like this, dude. Guy who's just like, I'm just gonna make this. He is kind of funny looking at driving. Looks like a big cock on the road. Ding, 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 ding. Riding around. We have Marie Curie in 1934. God, she's hot. This one is indirect, but Polish-French physicist and chemist Curie was a pioneer in researching radioactivity. She won Nobel Prizes for her work in physics and chemistry, making her the first woman to win the award. Not only that, she was the first person to win the award twice, and is the only person to have the award in 2 different fields. She's a fucking badass. She's credited for discovering radioactive polonium, also for coining the term radioactivity. That's pretty fucking brutal. If you're the person who's just like, yeah, it's called radioactivity, that's awesome. Though, for her efforts, it is believed her long exposure to radiation is what led to her death in 1934, technically of aplastic anemia, but because of the many devices she created. And in a way, even her death was a discovery because Curie herself never acknowledged the radioactivity's toll on her health, and after her daughter, and her son-in-law all died researching the same thing, it became more clear that the radiation was harmful to your health and could cause diseases, which you know. She died at 66 in 1934, so she's, you know, pretty long time for that kind of thing. Next up is Thomas Midgley Jr., 1944. Jesus Christ, this fucking drawing is haunting. He was an American engineer and chemist who created 2 chemicals that did the most environmental damage. Leaded gasoline, which released large quantities of lead into the atmosphere. This has been linked with neurological impairment and increased levels of violence. And Freon, a refrigerant that destroyed the ozone layer and caused greenhouse gas effects. All right, dude, my boy Thomas, he made some cool stuff, but they might have done some bad things, all right? He contracted polio at age 51, leaving him severely disabled. He devised an elaborate system of ropes and pulleys so that others could lift him from the bed, but he became entangled in the ropes one day and died of strangulation at 55. Yeah, I figured. That's pretty funny that you would think that it was gonna be like he blew up from gas or something. It's like, no, he's like, I have an elaborate pulley system, and he just got strangled by it. That's fucking brutal. Next is Henry Smolinski from 1973. He's the creator of the AVE Mitsar, a flying vehicle that was half a Ford Pinto and half a Sensa Skymaster. During a test flight, the Mitsar's right wing detached mid-flight. The aircraft disintegrated after taking off and making a right turn. It was the sole product of the company he founded. The one thing he was supposed to sell disintegrated and it fucking blew up in his deal. I do want to see the flying Pinto here. That's insane. That is actually so sick. Oh, I would not get in that back seat. Oh, where are you going? How would you ever regulate flying vehicles like that? You know what I mean? It would be impossible. There you go. Carol Sukik, 1985. Canadian inventor, daredevil, and stuntman. He referred to himself as the last of the Niagara daredevils, and he invented a shock-absorbent barrel. I know where this is going now. Goddamn. Sukik had already gone down Niagara Falls in the barrel and survived. This made him the 8th person to go down the Niagara Falls in a barrel at that time, and not all of them survived. He was just one of the lucky ones. But now, Sukik wanted to expand upon the stunt. He wanted to drop himself from 180 feet from the top of the Houston Astrodome and land in a pool of water, where he would emerge unscathed. to truly prove his barrel was protecting him. It didn't go as planned, and the barrel hit the rim of the tank before making it to the water. Miraculously, Sukuk survived the impact, but died soon after. Here is Sukuk at the Astrodome. Oh, here he goes. Whee! Well, that's a bummer. That'd be pretty fucked up too, because you can't even see when you're falling. You know what I mean? Next up, we have probably one of the greatest legends to ever live on this earth, and that's Marvin Haymeyer in 2004. Marvin Haymeyer was an American automobile muffler repair shop owner and professional welder. He became disgruntled after multiple back and forths of zoning rights, sewage line discussions, and plans to build a concrete plant next to his shop. His anger continued to manifest. He modified a bulldozer with firearms and armor composed of cement and steel before embarking on the Killdozer rampage as revenge against his city, which was in Colorado, by the way. The Killdozer had 3 gun ports, fitted for a 50 caliber rifle and a 308 caliber semi-automatic rifle and a 22 caliber rifle, all fitted with a 1/2-inch steel plate. Haymeyer unalived himself after his vehicle became lodged inside the basement of a building he attempted to demolish. As Haymeyer had no way of exiting the Killdozer after sealing himself in, the authorities have speculated that the unaliving was an inherent feature of the vehicle's design. Once he tipped that lid shut, he knew he wasn't getting out. And inside the tank also had AC, 3 handguns, and enough food and water to last a week. The Killdozer rampage did over $7 million in damages to the city. The attack lasted 2 hours and 7 minutes, damaging 13 buildings, 11 of which were occupied until moments before their destruction. Many town records and archives were destroyed along with the town hall, though no one except Haymeyer was injured during the incident. The man was not having it, is all I gotta say. And in a way, you know what? He's like a bit of a vigilante. Only the people that fucked him over got their shit destroyed, all right? And to be fair, a 50 caliber gun was a bit excessive. Marv, I don't think anybody deserved to die, but I do think it's funny that he destroyed all their businesses. I just wanted to say that. Next up, we have Luis Jimenez from 2006. He was an American sculptor and graphic artist. Jimenez had a string of bad luck that eventually accumulated in his death. As a child, his eye was shot by a BB gun. Surgeries corrected his vision, but migraines later in life led him to get a glass eye. Jimenez was an art teacher at a junior high school and got into a car accident that left him temporarily paralyzed from the chest down. In his later years, he had a heart attack and required a hand surgery. But on June 13th, 2006, a large piece of his 32-foot high art piece, which was a blue Mustang, came loose, fell, severing an artery in his leg. The sculpture was later finished after his death and delivered to the Denver International Airport, which is like a really popular thing now, which is also associated with the Denver Airport having all kinds of weird stuff going on. And now even the blue Mustang itself is kind of like it's like an evil arbiter. We might do a video on the Denver Airport, but there's some freaky shit going on there. All right, just want to say that. Next up, we have Jim Heselden, 2010. My God, that picture is haunting. Good Lord. Although Heselden was not the inventor of the Segway, he bought Segway Incorporated, and he died while driving a Segway. So you have to throw him on this list, right? Heselden was an English entrepreneur. He was a former coal miner, and he became wealthy manufacturing the Hesco Bastion barrier system. And on the morning of September 26, 2010, Heselden was out on a walk with his dog, and he reversed his Segway to let another dog walker pass and accidentally fell off a cliff. At the unfortunate time of his death, he was ranked inside the top 400 of the Sunday Times rich list with an estate worth of 340 million British pounds. He's out there on a little cliff retreat riding a Segway, and on the kindness of his heart, he backed off right off a cliff. Segways are not that fun to ride too. I just want to put that out there. It's like riding a vacuum cleaner. That's what it feels like to me. And lastly, we have Stockton Rush from 2023. If you don't know this one, I don't know what, you must not have had a phone, because Stockton Rush oversaw the design and construction of the Ocean Gate submersible Titan. The craft imploded during a dive to ironically visit the Titanic. That is extremely ironic. That's also 2 people that have very similar deaths on this list, except one of them fucking imploded. All right, at least Andrews didn't. I'm pretty sure his name was Andrews. At least he didn't implode. Many warned Rush of his flawed design and his mixing of materials, but he remained staunchly in his unregulated design. He said, and I quote, "At some point, safety is just pure waste. I mean, if you just want to be safe, don't get out of bed. Don't get in your car. Don't do anything." End quote. That seems a bit unrealistic. Don't get out of bed? Pretty sure that just because you get out of your bed doesn't mean you're gonna go to the bottom of the ocean and a goddamn Texas Instruments calculator that's gonna implode on itself, all right? And, you know, it obviously didn't go very well, and there's been, I don't know, 1 billion different videos of people dissecting what it would be like to be in that fucking sarcophagus imploding. It is absolutely sad. But what does this list teach us? 1, don't invent anything, because your inventions will kill you. Number 2, if you know somebody who invented something and they want you to use it, don't do that. And number 3, if a guy tells you that he's gonna take you to see the Titanic and everyone's like, you really shouldn't go, I really think that you probably shouldn't go. And number 4, Wanhu was the man. If you have a folding chair and you strap 47 rockets to it and you have a kite and you think you're going to the moon, that's awesome. And also there's a literal crater on the moon that's named after him. That's fucking metal. There's a lot of good ones on here, but too much flying stuff. If you know anybody who's like into flying and they're not on a plane, don't get rid of them, all right? Just want to say that's a bad friend. You don't want that friend. But with that, that's the end of today's video and we will see you next time. Goodbye. Oh, baby, I have certainly kicked the beehive now.
What are you doing?
If you didn't see, I did a little Taylor Swift fan cringe video. I thought it was fun because also it was kind of in tandem with the cartoon I was making, Taylor Swift's breakup song, which this is part of the song here. God! I made that song, or actually, I don't want to take credit because my sound mixer, Justin Gregor, he made the song and I got to just sing on it. So, you know, it was fun.
Let's start again.
I really didn't get a lot of bad reception, honestly. I thought that people kind of liked it. I mean, it's a very average tune. It was fun. I'm not discrediting it, but it's not like, you know, the craziest thing in the world. But all in all, I remember whenever I was making it, people were like, watch out for the Swifties. They're coming. Don't fuck with the Swifties, man. The up, and it never happened, so I was like, oh, you know, whatever. Except today I did see, which we're recording it now and it's Monday the 13th, the day after the tune came out, and I just go on Twitter just to kind of see what's up, and I get this quote tweet, which is, I can't imagine being such a f***ing loser, which, you know, pretty funny. And what I like about this also is that almost all of the accounts we're gonna talk about have Taylor Swift as a thumbnail, which I responded, trust me, sweetie, it's pretty fucking bleak. Which I thought was funny because it's, you know, I mean, it's like talking shit on myself. It's not good being me. I don't blame you. And the rabbit hole just kind of began to open there. And I could tell almost immediately that this was going to be, it's going to be one of those days. Which the person responding here, before I go into any more,
some psycho fucking Swiftie, I don't know.
Her big claim to fame in her life on her timeline that I got to see was that Taylor Swift liked one of her posts. And that was, you know, Heaven's Gate opening, that one of Taylor's PR people clicked like on one of her. But then she responded to me though with my cute little thing. I thought that she might be like, ha ha ha, yeah, I know, but f you, the Taylor thing, and it'd be it. But no, she says, don't call me sweetie, please. You're a misogynist who makes fun of women for having fun and enjoying themselves and simply liking an artist that you dislike solely because she's a woman. Make an entire manifesto video about Taylor breaking up with someone is weird as hell. Which when I read this, I laughed pretty hard because it was a big stretch. The misogyny and the women hating thing, just kind of funny. I said, my video says I hate Taylor. I am a misogynist. You are, you are very perceptive, honey. And she says, doubling down on nickname calling is weird, by the way. The reason your video is misogynistic is because you made a fucking manifesto hoping she breaks up with someone and imply that because her fans are usually women, we're all crazy. Which just goes to show immediately that, you didn't watch the video. And a lot of the people that were commenting on the post did not watch the video, which makes it all so much funnier. The hive mind mentality that I put in my video, it just makes it so much more true. I've seen so many people today be like, what is this conversation going on about? What people are mad about this? And they come back and they're like, oh my God, he's so right. Oh my God, it's like a prophecy. So then the floodgates started to open. I really started noticing that this thing was getting retweeted. It's not the most viral thing, but it was just the war was coming. I could hear the elephants braying in the background and like the stampede of soldiers coming. And I knew I had to get ready, but there was a couple things I noticed was a big trend. One, Tay Voodoo always gets them, which didn't mean a lot now, but the voodoo thing will come back. Very fun. Then I got another one that I thought was pretty funny. Don't you have anything better to do than to criticize someone's dating history? And I quote tweeted and I said, I literally don't. I don't. I have nothing else better to do with my time. I make garbage for the internet and I get paid. I say, pay me. Pay me. Thank you. I made garbage today. I made a big stinky is what I say to that. I think that was the one that really we started seeing more and more people come in. Not only the Taylor Swift pages were coming in, basic white bitches coming in. A lot of millennial women coming in being like, whoa, what a fucking idiot. We got someone like Betty. Betty says, I'm sorry your mom breastfed you through middle school and you inherited your father's micro penis, but you don't have to hate women who would never date you as a result. I I mean, it doesn't make any sense to the video, but these tweets are just so funny. Then this guy, Joey, I just thought it was weird when there was guy Taylor Swift fans.
I am going to the Taylor Swift concert. I came here by myself.
I was like, dude, what are you gonna do? Try to f her? She's my dream boat. Joey says, and he's verified he does pay for Twitter Blue. He says, another 50-plus jobless man doing what a 50-plus jobless man would be doing, which apparently a random 50, he thinks I'm over 50, which is funny too, because a lot of people have never heard of him before. And then they go to Google and they see that on Wikipedia, my age is like 42 or 43. So people are like, oh, this 40-year-old fucking asshole. But I do like this guy. He says, doing what a 50-plus jobless man would be doing, making cartoons. Oh, I guess the 50-plus-year-old is going to be doing art. Typical 50-year-old stuff, man. AARP and doing internet cartoons. For real, dog, for real. And then we started getting into people not just saying the video's stupid, but that I'm extremely fat and extremely ugly. And this is where it really started ramping up, and I really got a good belly chuckles. One of my favorite ones was from Meredith. She says, worry about being an ungroomed fat piece of YouTube lard with dried up burger grease and that forest of a beard of yours while looking like if Dream was one burger and Diet Coke away from a heart attack. Please stay in your lane. Honestly, first off, I like both of these pictures of me. I look like an Asian woman in the top left one, and the other one looks like I just woke up from a little nappy. But I do like both the reference ones as well. I like that tweet a lot. That's a good one. I kept seeing all these things where people kept saying, get a job or jobless, which I don't understand. It's like, you watched a cartoon though, that's the job. I see it a lot. Feels like there could be a better insult, because by that time, I got a home run one with the Dream insult, and then also like just people call me fat, all this kind of stuff. It was really ramping up, but I kept getting disappointed. I kept seeing all the job stuff. I thought it was annoying. And that's whenever I got somebody coming in to do a hex that I saw a lot, which is copy pasta with the same video. With the video is just like footage from other like weird horror films that's like sped up. It's just like fucking stupid. And then it says, over the next 3 days, your hair is going to fall out. Being bald is expected within a few hours. Teeth will get decayed slowly and start falling out. Your organs will collapse and your heart will be overloaded with blood and explode, leaving behind nothing but flesh and bones. Which is all really funny because this is a hex. They're trying to curse me. This is some of that Tay voodoo that I've been hearing so much about, which first off, I just wanted to, over the next few days, your hair is going to fall out. Being bald is expected within a few hours. So it's just like your hair is going to fall out within all my body hair. And it's expected that I'm supposed to be bald in a few hours. So am I just supposed to be upset that like my asshole and my taint hair are going to fall off over the course of 3 days? Why would I care about any of my other hair? Oh my God, I'm watching my finger hair fall off in front of my eyes. It just feels stupid. Also, your teeth will get decayed slowly and start falling out. Your organs will collapse and your heart will get overloaded with blood and explode, leaving behind nothing but flesh and bones. Do you think that by like heart explosion, is my whole body gonna explode? What the fuck happened? Is like a bomb gonna manifest inside of me? That's a lot of blood. That's a lot of blood. That's like a big boom, big boom. I'd work on the hex a little bit. But in almost all of these Twitter accounts, this is just one of the examples, but in almost all of them, it has anti-bullying advocate. It costs nothing to be kind. Oh my God, Taylor, I love you so much. You're a fat. Oh, God, I can't say that. But someone called me that today. So what am I supposed to say? But one of the best ones was the picture I did of myself, which I look like even more of a weight Pablo Escobar, kind of with a bearded Pablo Escobar. I look like Rosie O'Donnell if she had a beard. But someone said, there are 2 types of American white men: the fat, ugly, inflamed, blistering, red pork juice dripping kind of white men who think they're as charismatic as their more attractive counterparts, yet always smell like Axe and garlic, have gout, and frequent their 7-Eleven. And it's a picture with me and my donkey. There's nothing about this picture that I guess elicits that. Like, I feel like I have so many other meme pictures where they could have had the one with me and my sunglasses on, and you could have been like, oh, look at this fat fucking idiot. But instead, it's just me standing calmly petting my donkey. I really thought that was a good one. Also, that's my donkey Jelly. And she is the sweetest of all of my farm animals. So to bring her into this, I say you're a I hate women! But someone did clip a very old video of mine from a Christmas video I did way back in the day. I was skinnier here, but still fat. You get to see my big ass, and I forgot that I put every pound gain puts you one step closer to the Lord, which is true. I was glad someone referenced that. And this one, this is where I thought it went over the fucking line though, dude. I said, these dirty dogs of women said, you're on death's door. And I said something like, I think I seem rather handsome for a man on the verge of death. And then one of these women said, define handsome. And they put my picture up next to an adorable bulldog. And I was livid. And I immediately called him out. I said, if you're telling me that dog isn't handsome, then I know you're lying. Say what you will about my ugly, stupid fucking face, dude. But you chose an adorable, that's a handsome dog. That's a handsome, I'd say that's a cute and handsome dog right there. I don't think I've actually just sat here and looked at him before. He's very, very cute. I like his little brown eyes. He's like, hello. Did you just take a picture of me? Why do people who draw such bigoted, ugly looking characters are always ugly themselves? I think it's projection. They're ugly. They want to make beautiful people look ugly so they feel better about themselves. Miserable loser ass men. Now, that's a fucking sweet Nighthawk profile picture, dude. Big DC head in here, dog. That's tight as shit. Which honestly, here's the thing too. I get a lot of criticism for that. There's a lot of fucking artists out there who don't like me or don't like my stuff. It's all the same. It's always gross. It's fun. I like it. It's my brand. It's how I make money. I'm projecting. I hate how beautiful everyone else is. As a Swiftie myself, I'm proud to say that I thoroughly enjoy your content. Keep it up. Hey, thanks, Angelica. Just wanted to throw that in. That's really nice. Must be obsessed with Taylor's relationship because his marriage is failing. Saving up for alimony payments with desperate content. And then the stock photo of all the business people pointing and laughing. The audacity while looking at this. Dude, why do people keep bringing in me with a white shirt petting my donkey? Leave, if anything, crop the donkey out. Leave Jelly alone. You look like a sad, fat virgin, misogynistic white man who is jealous and angry at the world. Must be hard, so you project on other people. Yeah. Small dick energy. Oh, wait, micro. I do have an extremely tiny penis, but that doesn't mean anything, dude. Also, I can't control that, all right? My dad fucking gave it to me, okay? It's not like I went to the store and I was like, oh, shit, was I supposed to get the big one? No, I was born with this. This is just funny because actually, for people that don't know, this is kind of the second time this has ever happened in my life. Not Taylor Swift, but many, many moons ago, before even people knew, like, of Meat Canyon, there was a documentary released called Leaving Neverland, which is about Michael Jackson, you know. And I made a cute little tune. Play the tune here. Boom.
How do you respond to these allegations that you sexually harassed these innocent children?
Yeah, it's not true. The children, it's not true.
Michael, would you let go of his hand, please? Just let go of the boy's hand.
I'm not going to let go of it. He wants it.
Michael, please.
He likes it, yeah.
I made that, and I got so many death threats from Michael Jackson fans, okay? I didn't know that he was still so popular. People love Michael Jackson still. What I thought was kind of a harmless, albeit crude joke, led to people, I don't have evidence of this, but let me just say I was in California for work stuff, going to a friend's house, and somebody took a photo of me outside of a Ralph's. Okay? I've honestly never been more afraid of my life. The Taylor Swift people, at least they're just extremely dumb 8 to 12-year-old girls, and they just call me fat. That's fine. But, you know, this is my message, all right? I was doing all of this, and I wanted to make this message for you now. You no one would listen to it. Okay, can we that? Hey, there's an objective truth. Can we get that one out there? So you know. I hate no, I don't know. Whatever. I just thought this was funny. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye. Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Come on and sit on down because today we're talking about Wendy's. The square burger place with the obese red-haired girl, right? They're doing a disservice by not making that little girl just fat as shit on the side, dude. You know what I mean? You know, a little while back, we did a video talking about Waffle House's training videos, right? We learned the hieroglyphic method of ordering some waffles and some eggs. But now today, I want to talk about another strange training video that's out there from our good friends at Wendy's. More specifically, training videos from the 80s and 90s golden era of Dave Thompson, the CEO of Wendy's, the golden era of his training video escapade that he decided to do. I'm not sure. These videos have become infamously known for their cheesy and, dare I say, somewhat catchy music videos. Whoever was in charge of producing these songs and producing these music videos did not hold back, ladies and gentlemen. They swung for the fences, and dare I say, at times, they hit some home runs. So without further ado, let's dive in, shall we?
Whew, eat spicy goodness like a boss.
Now, Wendy's has quite a few training videos throughout the years, but the ones we're going to be focusing on are the ones that I thought were silly enough to just kind of riff on a bit, right? We don't want to talk about all the ones where it's all corporate bullshit. Dude, we want to get down to the nitty gritty. Sure, they have a video about taking orders, but oh my God, it's so fucking boring. We're not even going to talk about it. Throw it in the trash. So we're just going to be focusing on the songs for the most part. There's one little thing at the end, it's a secret, but we'll get into that later. Here's a little backstory before we dive in. The founder of Wendy's, Dave Thomas King, wanted to standardize training for his company's employees through video training courses, right? He was like, people are using television nowadays. They're like, Dave, it's the 80s. Okay, we've had this technology for a while. He's like, did you hear a burger's a square? You'll see it too in the videos. He's in the videos and he's lost. Dave doesn't know what the fuck is going on. And since many of Wendy's employees are young and had entry-level positions, Dave decided to use engaging, music-driven instructions that were fun, relatable, and easy to understand.
You thought they're like monkeys.
It's like training a dog. He's like wiping his sweat with like $100 bills. What are they? What? Give them music. The poor people love music. Isn't that right, Wendy? She's like just fat, like ballooned up. She's like, The goal was to teach employees essential tasks like cooking, customer service, and maintaining cleanliness with memorable tunes. And thus, Wendy's beautiful musical training videos were born. Which, luckily, a lot of these are super short, very punchy, and they're just, it's just a good time to talk about. So first up on the list is the seductive and, dare I say, borderline sexual hit called Cold Drinks, which features a sexy 80s blonde, big old titties, and a flat ass. She's showing you how to fill up fountain drinks in a flirtatious manner. Sorry, gentlemen, may want to look over your shoulder and make sure the old wife isn't looking this time around. The opening feels like an intimate R&B song, or an opening to basically Evangelion. I remember I clicked on it, I was like, and as soon as the first frame popped up and you see her seductively looked at you, I was like, huh? This is palpable sexual energy, right? I mean, right through the screen. It's unbelievable. The way she points at the drinks and talks about stopping an inch from the top, I mean, got me about half chubbed up. All right, I don't know why she's just like, right from the top, just an inch from the top. Uh-oh, too many inches. You're just like, what? Dave Thomas is in the back. He's like, Wendy, close your eye. Cover your eyes for daddy.
Cold drinks come in 4 cups, gotta know the size before you fill it up. Biggie, medium, small, kids meal.
I love back in the day how they had the fucking Biggie.
Yeah, I know.
On the cup. Isn't that sick? Why bring back Biggie, dude? That thing is so tight.
It's a good deal. Use the scoop to fill with ice. Never use the cup, take my advice.
I'll be honest though, she could have a little bit more life in her voice. It's a little like that. You can tell she's just like, they usually get me in here for my looks. Now I'm having to talk. What the f?
Tilt the cup and push against the lever. Keeps the foam down now, isn't that clever?
Isn't that clever? Like it's like, there's gotta be more rhymes. Put in more rhymes. They're like, can you add in more rhymes? Lever, isn't that clever? He's like, ha ha ha, perfect. Putting out a stogie on the intern's face.
When you reach a 1/4 inch from the top, that's where you wanna stop.
I mean, come on, dude. Can you imagine being sitting in the back of a fucking Wendy's watching this? You're like having to cross your legs and shit.
That's where you wanna stop.
Look at the screen. Hey, buddy, just wanted to bring in a Frosty for you. It's your first day, so this one's on us, right? so flustered. Can you imagine that? He's just like, don't worry, we all pitched a tent our first day, buddy. He's like, he stands up a huge hard on. This place is gonna be magical.
And tell the guest you'll see him later.
Don't forget to smile when you serve cold drinks.
Okay, and it's a fucking training video. And they just show an Asian woman. She's like, ooh, even Asian people work here. Ooh. She's like, the guy again crosses his legs.
Always say thank you.
Okay. She's like, I don't know how to sing. They're like, just Dave wants notes. Give us notes. Sing me to sleep, my sweet princess. Lullabies to my ears.
You're the one that can make the difference.
For lemonade?
I feel like this is like a fucking fever dream, dude. The way they're like putting the like glow around everything, and it's just people being like,
you're the one that can make the difference.
I mean, I feel like if I was sitting in the training room in the 80s, I'd be like, is this like what my dreams are gonna be like moving forward? You'll never escape us. Clock in or clock out. It's always with you. You need to show the obese girl though. Have her be like, can you imagine that? It shows the Asian girl like turning, and then it's just like Wendy being like, turned into a nightmare. Yeah, even Dave's just like, get her off the screen.
I feel like nowadays you could do that, make Wendy fat and be like, oh my god, that's so great.
Yeah, dude, definitely. She's our plus size little angel. She's just like, a 9-year-old girl having a heart attack. Look at her go. She's wearing the Gap. She shops at Old Navy. She's hip. She's like, tons of Frosty and bacon grease over it. You want another Baconator? But we move on from cold drinks, dude. Yeah, you got somebody oohing and on at Asian women smiling at you. It's a good song. All right, I can't falter them. Damn fine way for a training video, but it doesn't hold a candle to the absolute banger that is Hot Drinks. Hot Drinks fucking rules, dude. This Michael Jackson inspired song is all about how to serve scalding hot coffee to your customers. When I mean scolding, I mean they emphasize how hot this thing is. It's like there's a goddamn fog machine inside the coffee cup. It's like blow it off at least once, dude. It's like a fucking cup of molten lava. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. What fucking temperature are they serving this coffee cup? It made me immediately think of that lawsuit. Can you imagine that fucking spraying and falling on someone's lap? The first time in my life, I was like, I feel sympathy for the old woman. That old bag. It was kind of actually a crazy throwback to see the lids before had caution hot, scalding hot. Because now it was like, I could see this being fucking deceptive. Even though when the coffee thing goes on, I mean, you just expect steam to be shooting out of that thing. Here's your coffee. It's like a fucking train. Oops! The person's lap.
That's what I was hoping through the song. He'd accidentally spilled on himself.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Hot drinks really get you going. Warms you up when you feel you're slowing.
This, I mean, seriously, this song is such a fun. Hot drinks. Even when he blows it too, it's like a huge cloud and it's just like pours out too. It's fucking crazy. The lighting in the music video, I mean, first off, this is a bad training video. This is a bad training video, not because the information is bad, but because I am not absorbing any of the information. It's just a catchy song, like too catchy to where I'm like, hot drinks. And then they're blasting these crazy lights on them like it's a goddamn Dario Argento film. It feels like fucking Suspiria in this music video, dude. I expect a demonic witch to come out and start like ballet dancing. Hot drinks really makes you go away.
Wendy's, we always serve it right away. And a smile and have a nice day.
This motherfucker just full of charisma, dude. I love it, dude. The spins and stuff, and especially like going, have a nice day. You know he killed it too. It was one of those days when he drove home, he like buckled up his seatbelt and shit, and he was like, yeah, I mean, he just knew he fucking killed it.
Grab a small cup when you're making hot cocoa. Pour the packet and then you add your H2O.
I've never had so much fun watching somebody make cocoa. Grab a small cup and grab some cocoa.
Use a clean spoon and stir it till it's all mixed up. Toss the spoon out and put the lid on the cup. Things are really looking
be fair, yeah, the rest of the music the whole music video is in the store, and he's just like, grab some cocoa and mix it up with a clean spoon. And you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And all of a sudden, he's like in the depths of hell. Hot drinks, really? Like, it's fucking crazy, dude. Man, those old signs too are so sick. Oh, there's the Asian woman smiling again. She's just like, how many times are you gonna come here? He's just like, you smile for the camera again. She's like, yep, it's really busy today, Mr. Thomas. I don't care. What's your name? She's like, it's Susan. Yeah, right. That's what the telemarketers tell you to say, isn't it? Yeah, I probably can't throw that one in, but I love this one though. Once again though, I feel like cold drinks, I retained a lot more information versus hot drinks. Hot drinks, you went too hard. If I was in the room, I'd be like, you gotta pull it back, because I only remember the chorus, and like there was some cocoa and stuff, but then you're blasted with fucking neon colors, and it's too good. Historically epic music video. This is like pretty popular too. What the? This has 3.5 million views. It's a Wendy's training video, dude. I love it. Like the comments are so good. Just people being like, he didn't get paid enough. Also, if you have this legendary thing, even if it's outdated, why would you not still just play this? Or do you think they're like, oh, it's too old? Well, that's what I love about corporate people. They have all the money. We want a hip new music video, right? And it's like, well, dude, you guys have hot drinks. They're like, I don't care. It's so old. Oh, God, look at this outdated technology. God, can you make it modern? Where's the fat little girl having heart attacks? She's like, oh. I like to think that Wendy never gets older. She's just always perpetually an obese small girl. Like as soon as the earth is gonna explode, and she's gonna be the only remnant of humanity just like floating in space forever, perpetually having a heart attack. You're gonna be a star, Wendy! If we have to move on, I almost wish we would just save that one for last. I don't think all these are gonna fucking suck. Because next up, we have the goddamn Can Chili Be Served with Cheese song. We started off way too strong, because cold drinks is like still kind of a ooh, and then hot drinks, hello. Chili can be served with cheese song. It just teaches you how to stir the chili. At some point I feel like they have like, Dave, we can't capture lightning in a bottle 7 times. He's like, get the goddamn cheese chili song out now.
Always got to make sure that you stir it right before you put the chili in the bowl of duck. Use a figure 8 motion from the bottom to the top.
Arguably not that bad of a song. There's just something, I don't know why, there's something kind of disgusting to me about just B-roll of chili. Like B-roll of chili being scooped and like... Also, I kind of miss the personality I got out of the guy singing the hot drink song. This is just a nameless, a faceless man singing to me.
A small serving, get the 8-ounce ladle full to a habit from the top of the cup or bowl.
This one's the most boring, like least creative.
This is definitely the most least creative one, which is a shame because, once again, they're like, we did another song for you. And he's like, I can't pay for the lights again. I can't pay for the dancer. I can't pay for the perform. I can't do it. Just show chili. And it's just a guy at the camera like, and the person's like, do you really need a whole song for chili, dude?
That's the thing, they split it up. It's about Frosties and then cookies with milk. That's the rest of the song.
So they include Frosties and cookies with milk in the chili video. Dave, how does that make sense? You know it was Dave too. He's like the cornerstones of Wendy's, the chilies, the Frosties, and of course the cookies and milk. Do you have any questions? Like the burgers and fries? Hello? He's like, no. God, it looks disgusting. It really does not look appetizing. Does this look good to you?
No.
Chili can be served with cheese. Fill a third cup apple with the greatest kind.
You go to I worked at McDonald's for probably like 3 months, or I worked there very briefly. It's a goddamn war zone. Acting like somebody's gonna be using like, oh, this is my little cheese cup. Yeah, fucking right, dude. They're gonna fist that Velveeta cheese bucket. They're gonna be like, stir it with their fingers real quick. Wendy's still on the floor. The chili is just Wendy's empty colostomy bag. They lift it up and they just squirt it out. She's like, oh. Pump her up!
Sprinkle on the top and then put the bowl in the middle of the tray every time.
This is insulting. It's like, scoop the chili out, put it in a bowl, and throw some cheese on top. Did you need a whole fucking song about that, dude? Who the fuck are they hiring? We only hire aliens from a different galaxy who have never used a ladle. That's it. That's the Dave Thompson way.
Lift the arm and fill the cup, the fuck
But yeah, halfway through the song, you can't just start talking about Frosty's milk and cookies, dude. It doesn't make any sense. I got a fucking weird taste in my mouth talking about it, even watching it. It's like hot, and I'm all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's like red meat with milk or something. I don't know why. It just freaks me out. But we're moving on here because we have to talk about the king, the pinnacle, the emperor, the god king of the Wendy's training videos. And it's a 15-minute long, dare I say, odyssey, epic, as if Homer himself wrote it, scribbled it onto stone. What is it known as? What do you hear people chanting from the Colosseums? That, my friend, is grill skills. This is the iconic Wendy's training video that has become a cult classic on the internet. You might have even seen it yourself. I don't care. I'm still talking about it, bitch. The video is all about teaching new hires on how to cook Wendy's infamous square patties using the 4-corner procedure. Because they're square patties. And you'll find out why they're square patties in just a second. And it starts off, this is my favorite one too, because it starts off with our boy Dave Thomas creeping out of the corner of the walk-in freezer to awkwardly touch the burger patties and to teach us how to make the best hamburgers in the business.
In the business.
Which is also AKA Wendy's old-fashioned hamburger.
A Wendy's old-fashioned hamburger.
Him mispronouncing that word fucking drives me up a tree, dude. Dave doesn't say words properly, and I know I fuck up some words to say, especially, I know it's especially, but I get in the groove, dude. Maybe it's just his groove. He's like, I'm a leader in business. Then you get him talking, he's like, business. I cannot emphasize how much joy Dave Thomas has given me in such a small time. From him, very awkwardly, like a giant turtle. You ever see that show, My Best Friend Franklin?
Oh my god, I love that.
He looks just like the parents, the old ass parents. That's Dave Thomas, him creeping around. Guess why it's the best old-fashioned hamburger in the business. Into business. He doesn't say words properly. He keeps his ugly daughter off the screen. Get her out! And he doesn't look at the patties. He's like talking about him, and he just keeps he like misses it. Him missing the burgers there is as awkward as like somebody reaching for a high five, and then you like you kind of miss it, or you come up and you're like, oh, do we do it again? Like, no, we got the idea, I guess. It feels like that. Also, I just want to say too, the Wendy's walk-in freezer looks like either a fucking Guantanamo Bay cell or a part of the set of the movie Hostel, Eli Roth's Hostel. That's what it looks like to me. Creepiest walk-in I've ever seen, and it's only frozen meats in there and ketchup. Dave Thomas just makes it an alluring, I mean, just murder pit.
From the day I opened the first Wendy's, my goal has been to serve the best hamburger in the business. A Wendy's old-fashioned hamburger.
He sounds like Christian.
Yeah. The thing I liked about when I ordered the first Wendy's was that I liked the square burgers.
So, I started with the freshest beef I could find.
Oh, Dave, just look down before you grab it. I don't want to do any more takes. One and done. Right, Wendy? I really hope that joke does well because I keep beating this dead fucking horse, dude.
100% pure beef. Never frozen.
Yeah, right, Dave. Never frozen my ass. I need kangaroo court. Lies! Unfair. I don't. What do you think? You think they're frozen?
I think they're frozen now.
They gotta be frozen now. How the f you transport out of the country? Raw meat. That's why they call our delivery buses the blood bus. Because there's just disgusting, hot, raw meat, blood all over the floors.
You know what? I think they defrost them.
Yeah, now they're not frozen. It's like, well, they were, Dave. Well, I guess we're splitting hairs. We also learned, and I know this is people talk about many mysteries of the universe. The Big Bang, is there God, right? Religions form, people ask these questions. Why is the sky blue? I think we know that one.
Yeah.
What were the Egyptians really saying with their hieroglyphics? Are they spaceships? Were they aliens? And probably the greatest mystery of all, why does Wendy's have a square burger? And finally, people, we get straight from the horse's mouth, from God's mouth, Dave Thomas. Take it away, Dave.
So they'll hang over the edge of the bun, and people will like that.
Because people like it. The square shape and the burgers hanging over the bun allow customers to see the quality of the beef before taking a bite. That is the dumbest that actually pisses me off. Can you imagine you like get ready to take a bite of a burger? You're like, whoa, holy shit, did anyone else see? You guys see this thing? Okay, I guess that is quality. It's like, what the f are you talking about? What a week, like, come on. But 2 minutes into the video, Dave decides he's tired of talking and goes and grabs a hot and juicy hamburger.
I'm going to have a hot and juicy hamburger.
Go old-fashioned hamburger in the business.
In the business.
While we continue to watch a training video, Dave pretty much just taps out and he's just like, I'm here, I'm gonna eat, okay? We then get a nice little montage of the workers preparing the store for customers as the trainee, Bill, clocks in and gets scolded almost immediately by his manager. He gets clocked in and they're just like, hey, the manager needs to see you right away. There was a stabbing last night. Please tell me you didn't take home mustard again. Dave Thomas is here and he's livid. Today is Bill's lucky day as he gets to learn how to use the grill. I thought this was kind of weird when she's just like, you're gonna learn how to use the grill today. It feels like he's been there a while. Like people know him and shit. He's like, hey, how you doing? And he looks totally comfortable. She's just like, we're gonna let you use this foreign device known as the Wendy's grill. He's like, you mean it? That beautiful alien technology with the square burgers? She's like, yep, you're lucky, Bill. Welcome to the club.
Maybe she's like my old Papa Murphy's manager. She purposely left the people she thought she was dumb in the back for like 6 months. Never making pizzas.
Yeah, I don't want you to be out front. I don't want you touching the pizzas. Then instead of Mary teaching him how to cook very quickly, because there is nothing going on in this kitchen, could not be a slower day, Mary just has him sit down and watch a training video inside the training video. I'm watching a training video of a guy watching a training video. The tape is put in and almost immediately like dark magic happens. The screen starts to smoke and shake violently. And eventually it opens up a wormhole where a floating head comes out and sucks Bill into a grill dimension. You know, people like to decipher the ending of The Sopranos. Did Tony get shot? The TV malfunctioned, exploded, and Bill died. And this is what purgatory is. It's being sucked into the grill dimension. And this is where the song starts. 4 minutes in the training video, we finally get the song to start. Couldn't we have just started in the grill dimension? Why did we have to have the build up? I feel like Dave was just like, I want to be on screen. And for the next 2.5 minutes, we have Grill Master Funky Fresh rocking out with a golden spatula and teaching us how to finally grill some patties using the 4-corner technique. And goddamn, is it good. Which, the 4-corner technique, I mean, it's just pressing each corner of the patty down before you flip it. Bit lackluster.
Well, you gotta make sure the grill is wet.
It's true, you gotta make sure the grill is wet for all the juices. He also teaches us how to space the patties evenly and not to dump a pound of salt on them, which I will say he has a little that's a beautiful pepper and of salt there. Oh, it's unbelievable. Well, he is the grill master. Funky Fresh. There's also cartoon floating patties with giant eyes and lips talking about how the meat starts to shrink.
We start shrinking when we hit that grill, you know it will.
It is haunting. This, I think, could have been done in a different way. It felt like a German expressionist, like surreal, like a nightmare. A goddamn nightmare.
Now we know Bill was actually dead.
Yeah, this is how we know that Bill is actually talking to angels or demons. We're trying to decipher which part of the afterlife did Bill end up going to. Sexual joke here about meat shrinking?
No, that's just a...
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Just thought there was a joke there. It's almost like it's the opposite of sexual. If your meat is shrinking, like you're not getting horny off these floating hamburgers.
Maybe we'll ponder something about the end of the video. I mean, even Bill can't believe his eyes. He's looked so goddamn distraught, like he's witnessing a nightmare. He's looking around, he's like, there's really no emotion besides, I mean, it looks like terror. You would think that they would be like, when we hit that grill. You're like, he's having fun. Not Bill. Bill is truly seeing the actual horrors of the cosmic universe happening right before his eyes. We also get disgusting shots of the grill master draining the meat on the side of the grill before serving it on a plate. I don't understand that. You have to drain the meat, so you take the spatula and you have to hold the patty up against the side of the grill, and it's just like oozing out liquid. And he's like, "See, there you go." You know, I mean, it's just a fucking kind of a gross shot. I don't know.
All the burgers look disgusting in this.
The burgers are extremely unflattering. That's why we know now when you see burgers on TV, they're like covered in like glue to make them look like perfectly, you know what I mean? The cheese isn't even real cheese. It's like plastic that they melt, and because the real shit's just like, yep, doesn't it look great? Dave Thomas is like, it looks perfect. These fucking gray sculptures just falling on and dripping disgusting fluids. Oh, and you know what makes my blood boil is Bill says, where do I start? Right after the song gets done.
Don't be afraid. I think you're gonna be hot. Where do I start? What do I do?
It's like, Bill, no wonder you deserve to be in hell, because you're a moron. You're a bad man, Bill. But you hasn't paid attention this whole fucking time. You know what? Let him roast. Dave Thomas is the devil, and Bill is here to do his bidding. So then we get a recap of everything we just learned, but this time slow down thanks to Bill, because he's a fucking moron. Even Funk Master Fresh is like, what do you do? Skippity do. Yep, see, right, Bill. Good God. He's like, fold it up, flop it down.
Not too little, not too much. With the little finesse, I think I'm getting the touch. Hey!
You're like, off, Bill, you worthless bastard. There's a great moment where the grill master gets pissed at Bill and grabs his hands, telling him to start choking up the spatula. He's like, hold it up here. And Bill's like, hold it up here? I see a deer. In a way, it does feel like whitewashing a culture a little bit, doesn't it? It's like a guy like repeating the rap back and he's like, huh, rhymes are fun, aren't they? Is this the rap and hip hop I've been talking about? And the Funkmaster's like, yeah. Sure. And they also drain the meat again, and it makes me wonder, how are the patties getting so filled with liquid, even if there's fat in it? It is just such an uncomfortable amount of liquid pouring out. He's like, you have to pour them out. If people bite into this, they're gonna get real sick, for real. Then on to song 2, which is putting cheese on the patty.
Lay down the cheese in a juicy spot, but don't leave it too long or it'll get too hot. Tool it up, lay it off on the meat, do it right. Keep it neat.
You gotta have a whole song about that. You'd think it'd be just taking the sliced cheese, put on a patty. No. Gotta have a full song. Which they say if your burger is gross or if you mess it up, then you can just dump it in the chili.
Chili with cheese.
The chili with cheese, remember? With your tiny cheese cup? Which I was like, oh, if you split the patty, sure. But they're like, oh, if you can, it kind of made it seem like, drop it on the floor, throw it in the chili, give it to all our chili fans. And it's just like a really random, almost Jacob's Ladder-esque scene.
Put those patties in a chili pan and save them for all of our chili fans.
There's a part in Jacob's Ladder where he sees the guy in the back seat and his face is like, and that's like where that effect became popular from. I'm starting to think that Jacob's Ladder stole it from the Wendy's training video. I understand it's probably trying to be like when you're cold outside, you want chili.
Play on words. Chili is in cold.
I don't like it, Nick. I don't like it, and it scared me. It's also black and white. It's like the beginning of Antichrist. It's like a Lars von Trier film. All our chili fans, and it cuts out like this nightmare. I feel like if you just had that on loop with like, people would be like, this is unnerving. Lastly, we get another segment of burgers with giant lips talking about the cooking stages for the burgers.
Stage 4, I'm hot, I should be done. Looking good like I should so you can serve me, son. I'm stage 5 and I'm still alive.
There's too many stages, okay? I feel like Dave Thomas is just like, more. We need more horror. Dave, this is getting kind of scary.
Stage 4, I'm hot, I should be done.
You hear that, Wendy? They're scared. She's like, so stupid. And after the song is over, we cut back to Bill blankly staring into the TV as Mary yells in his ear trying to snap him out of his drug-induced trance. I feel like Mary, she's like, good luck, pat him on the arm and like put like a patch on like LSD. And she's like, Bill, hey, welcome back, sleepyhead. What was it like? And he's just like, totally fried. His eyes are completely white. So actually, you didn't pass your drug test because it was laced with LSD. He was like, I've never done that before in my life. And it was Mary who did it. She's like, we can't have him. He asked too many questions, Dave. The horror. We then get a montage of Bill rizzing up Mary with how well he can use the grill. I mean, she's like, play your cards right, Bill, and you can spread me and four-corner me tonight. He's like, what does that mean, Mary? She's like, how about a rope, some duct tape, and candle wax, and we'll figure it out in the back, Bill. Whoa!
You think Mary's beef's pretty greasy down there?
I imagine you have to drain Mary's beef. Do you kidding me? Those two lips look like an old man spitting into a dip cup. Now, Mary, I forgot to drain it. It's okay, Bill. You're on stage 6. Keep going. After Bill cooks up a mean burger, one of the other Wendy's staff members hands it off to our boy Dave Thomas, who apparently has been waiting in line this entire time for the burger. Dave, you own the place. You know, you can just come out. He's like, I'll wait in line like the rest of the people. One of them old age hamburgers. Beating it.
In the business.
We had 3 cooking segments, and only now Dave is getting his meal. Which, what does that say about the service? We've had all of this time grilling stuff, and Dave has just been in line. That Mad World rendition Gary Jules did for Donnie Darko's playing.
All around me are familiar faces.
You know, it's an old-fashioned hamburger.
It's an old-fashioned hamburger.
Just like this one that keeps our customers coming back to Wendy's. But cooking and pressing our hamburgers isn't easy. It requires a special talent, which takes some practice to develop.
Take some practice to develop. F off, Dave. He's like, good luck trying to decipher this crazy monolith you just discovered. Like, wow, I pressed it 4 times, Dave. He's like, how on God's green earth did you do that so quickly? But the video ends with one last song, the titular Grill Skill song, because it's a goddamn bop. And he's like, I paid for it. We're going to blast it as many times as we can. Do you ever think that they played this over the speakers in the restaurant?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I paid for it. We're using it. And then someone's like, probably came to work with a gun. And he's like, if I hear Grill Skills one more time, I'm shooting up the place. He's like, put on hot drinks. It's only ever Grill Skills. Put on hot drinks. The guy's like, hot drinks. Man, it makes you want to. He's like, hot drinks. which is a montage of people doing the air guitar on spatulas and cooking some good old-fashioned hamburgers. The cast of characters in the montage is something else. We have the Crypt Keeper. JFK makes a cameo from the dead somehow.
You're also in it too.
I'm in it. It's actually unfucking canny. That is unbelievable. Editor, try taking out my beard. That's actually fucking crazy. And then to have you in it as well is fucking... That is haunting. If you had a mullet without your glasses, you would look just like that. This is I wonder in a weird way if whoever watches the video, if you actually see yourself in it, it changes every time.
The first time I watched it, I didn't see myself. He was just there.
The Wendy's training video is a Japanese horror. It's like The Ring. It's a Ringu. There's like a well and like a little girl crawls out of it.
Wendy comes out of it?
Yeah, exactly. Wendy. And the final Wendy's video is actually not a music video at all. It's so much more confusing. They did a full court case trial called When Clowns Go Bad. Surprisingly, this 20-minute long video about Ronald McDonald dying in their walk-in freezer is about what to do to close the store at night. Which I want to say, the beginning of it is visceral. The video opens up with a Ronald McDonald-like clown, it's fucking Ronald, threatening an ex-employee over the phone for betraying them and working at Wendy's next door. I thought this was kind of manipulative. You know what I mean? So you work to McDonald's, well, you're here now. They're evil, and we're good. Isn't that right, Wendy? Due to legal reasons, the clown's name is Max from Max's Mystery Burger. We then cut to a blonde lady screaming as she finds Peg, another Wendy's employee, kneeling over Max's lifeless corpse in the walk-in freezer. I mean, I was like, holy shit, there's a fucking dead body in this training video. It's implied that Peg caved Max's skull in with an iron pot. There's a huge dent in it. I think Peg did street justice on Max, dude. An unbelievable way to start a training video. Essentially, the whole video takes place inside a courtroom and swaps back to the Wendy's store as the defense and prosecutors question the various employees on what went down that night when Max was murdered. Which, for being a courtroom drama, I was hoping that they would ham up the acting just a bit more. Specifically in the courtroom, I wanted some like, we want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Did you kill Ronald? You can't handle if I killed Ronald. You would have been sick as a tie-in. Remember the beginning of Goodfellas when Ray Liotta? Also, I like how many, why the fuck are we doing so many movie references? There's been an alarming amount of movie references. I apologize. But I want to say it would have been cool if they would have tied it in where he didn't snitch. She's just like, I don't know what happened. She comes out of the courtroom and then Dave Thomas, along with all the other Italian Americans, are like, good girl. You know what I mean? You did your part. You didn't snitch. And they all like pay him.
They might have got cut. We never see them walk out the courtroom.
We never see them walk out the courtroom. I think they did it, but Scorsese came in and he was just like, it's too close to my movie. Don't get me wrong, this video is still cheesy, but just comparing it to the other songs, I wish they just would have pushed a little bit further. Also, you're doing a fucking Law and Order court case about a murder, and you're gonna keep, let's play this one safe. Makes sense, Dave. There's one great part in the beginning where the defense attorney asks Peg's manager if Peg is a violent person, to which he responds,
Peg? No way. She doesn't have a violent bone in her body. She's a very meek person.
Not like yourself, eh, Betty?
No.
like a fucking slap in the face, but she's meek. She's such a quiet little flower. Unlike me. To which the defense attorney flips the script and starts accusing her of murdering Max.
So you actually threatened the victim?
No, what?
No further questions, Your Honor.
I think that to make this a more effective, enthralling thriller, we needed more screaming, more crying, maybe even Ronald McDonald's wife, who's also a clown. You bitch! He murdered my husband! It's like the kids are like Raggedy Ann dolls. Look at them! Stuff like how Peg starts spazzing out after finding Max's body, or then the blonde chick screams when she finds Peg. Those are good moments, dude. Give me more of those moments. And the whole video is about cleaning the store for closing, which the solution for everything is just hot soapy water. It's pretty much them being able to say hot soapy water as many times as they possibly can. I think they're really trying to drill in. The water's gotta be hot, and goddamn it has to be soapy.
Hot soapy water. Hot soapy water.
Soapy water. Soapy water.
Soapy solution. Soapy solution.
Soapy solution.
Soapy solution. Soapy solution.
Which they showed a guy doing the top of the tables and the bottom of the tables. I'm like, dude, yeah, fucking right. Like a 16-year-old, especially, what is it, in the early 90s or something? I'm getting paid $1.25. Let me scrape the gum out the bottom of the tables. Fuck you, Dave. You know, I'm not gonna do that. And somebody was like, did you get the bottom of the tables? I'd say, yeah, I got the bottom of the tables. Thank you, it's minimum wage, and shove it! Oh yeah, then they start mopping down like the salt, pepper shakers and the ashtrays, which the ashtrays I thought was funny. People smoking. Can you imagine the mouthfeel of having a fucking square hamburger and a cigarette? I feel like a cigarette and a Frosty would go kind of hard though. That's a good palate cleanser. Even the urinals in the bathroom get hot soapy water. Cover your hands in hot soapy water and wipe all that piss off the urinals. Yeah. Throughout these cuts, the videos do a great job to really showcase Peg as this unhinged psychopath. She might have done it. By this point in the video, I'm thinking old Peg Leg is a little devious, all right? Who knows? Like when she's talking about taking the trash out, the music sting plays, and she talks about using the side door.
Use the side door, not the back door.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, no reason. Yeah, I didn't use the back door. I used the side door. Or how she says to another employee, we're killing him, in regards to Max's mystery burger.
But don't you worry about Max. We're killing him.
Which I like that too, as if people are like, did you see the sales? We're doing way better than McDonald's. Dave's like, they talk like that. I've heard it before. They talk like that. It's like, that's only you, Dave. He's like, She was even a former employee and had her last paycheck held for leaving his restaurant, and that she was so mad at him that she could have killed him. Yeah, you quit there, you don't even get your last paycheck. Unlike here at Wendy's where we pay you in gold. Dave Thomas found all that pirate treasure. He doesn't know what to do with it. He's like, that's why I made the old-fashioned hamburger. My deep sea travels. Do with the film grain too, like all the artifacts does legitimately make this a pretty and horrifying.
Have you worked in this business before?
I used to work for Max Mystery Burgers across the street, but they don't concentrate enough on cleanliness, and that's why I left.
I bet they were sorry to see you go.
But they were sorry to see you go. All right, have a good night. And he goes into his car and he drives home and he's like, so the new person at work is a complete and total fucking psychopath, by the way. They didn't focus on cleanliness like I do, like Wendy's does. They sound weird, huh? I gotta talk to the manager real quick. I'm putting in my 2 weeks right now.
Sorry wasn't the word for it. The clown was so mad at me that he kept my last paycheck out of spite.
She's doing this like the Kubrick stare the entire time. Keeping my last paycheck out of spite. The guy's like, dang them. You know what? You're justified too. Gets in his car, never comes back.
I was so mad at him. I could have killed him.
Damn, Peg! Easy down! Also, she gets way too excited in the bathroom talking about the toilet paper and how to clean the bathroom. God damn it.
Soap looks okay. How about the TP?
Plenty.
Good.
I feel so bad for this guy who's like with her. He's like, cool, so you ran over and you peeked in the urinal like a complete psychopath. That's how we clean it here. He's like a pager. 911, 911. Yeah, oh, you're crawling on the walls. We cook cheeseburgers here. I hope you just know that's all the job is, so.
Okay, hotshot, play it back for me.
No problem. We clean the walls and the stalls with window cleaner.
Why is she kind of bad, though? Huh? I don't know, dude. I'm a little perplexed, dude. I feel like I'm watching Hocus Pocus or something. This old bitch is casting a spell on me, dude. Good Lord. Got that hair all pulled back. As soon as that hair comes down, you got a wild child right there. God damn.
Outside of the urinals and toilets with paper towels and a soapy solution. Inside of
his face. She's like sitting there trying to eat her own face.
Yeah! Sam!
He's like, do you think there's ever been anybody hired at Wendy's who's like, when do we get to meet Wendy?
Oh, yeah.
There's got to be some crazy chick like this. So when do I get to meet her?
People probably think that's a joke.
Yeah, and they're like, things are not looking good for her, and she seems as guilty as can be. Can you blame the court? Can you blame the court at this time? Even her lawyer's having a hard time defending her. Even he's just like, she's like, if you don't fucking get me out of here, I'm gonna eat your face. He's like, Motherfucker's sweating like a hog trying to defend this psychopath. I mean, it is sweat. It must have been a hot day on set. There ain't no way. And they're like, are you a bit hot? He's like, trying to be professional. Me? He's like hyperventilating. Me? No, I'm fine. I'm like, I'm totally good. Every scene, he's breathing heavily or dabbing his face with a handkerchief. Luckily for him and Peg, all the employees at Wendy's used to work for Max at one point or another, so they all have grudges against the stupid clown. The janitor, aka Mr. Cleaner, said that any one of us are capable of killing Max.
Mr. Hale, Pegboard was no more capable than any of the rest of us. That clown had a lot of enemies.
What a weird thing to say in a courtroom. Anyone could have killed him. Hell, I would have done it. I didn't. In response, the lawyer whips out the heat lamp and starts interrogating the janitor. Apparently, the janitor invented the heat lamp for Max, but got tricked out of patent rights. This has to be. McDonald's is like, we're gonna fucking sue you, dude. I'm kind of on Ronald's side now. I'm like, what the f man. They're terrible. They even stole a patent from me. The janitor. Also, the janitor makes a heat lamp. Why? For what for? Should have made one of the grill guys, or you know what I mean, or something like that, like a cook. All of this accumulates to the closing arguments, and the prosecutor claims that even though Max was sneaking in at night to steal the secrets of Wendy's closing techniques,
because they're that good,
they're that infamous. David's just like, they're right. They're that good. That doesn't excuse Peg's aggravated clown slaughter.
Aggravated clown slaughter.
I like how they're like, yes, Wendy's is the best, but we can't let this woman murder someone over one of them. And Dave's just like, I think we should. Mr. Thomas, sit down. He's like, Peg had a motive, an opportunity, and an eyewitness, so she's definitely the murderer. Now, it's time for the defense's closing arguments. So the lawyer just throws the murder weapon at Peg to prove that she wasn't the murderer. He's like, could you be the murderer? I doubt it!
Need more convincing? You just saw Peg catch the murder weapon in her right hand.
Jesus! Wait, was he fucking Magneto? Perfectly straight line, she's like, we both have abilities to control steel, so she couldn't have beaten this man to death. She's not clumsy enough. She's too good. Also, is that what they're trying to say with that?
They're saying that, look, she caught it with her right hand.
Oh, yeah. He argues that she caught it with her right hand. That means she's right-handed. But the coroner's report claims he was struck on the head from the left by a left-handed assailant. I think just because someone catches something with the right hand doesn't, well, it doesn't matter. The lawyer then proceeds to accuse every single other Wendy's employee of murder, but claims none of them can be the murderers as well, as they are either right-handed or about to win millions of dollars in patent lawsuits. I like how Dave Thomas is like, this is like Silence of the Lambs. How the hell did you guys think of this case? This is unbelievable. They should have put you guys on the Zodiac case. They would have gotten him sooner, damn. Thus, this leads to one obvious conclusion. Do you know what it is? It's obvious. The clown is still alive! Case closed, Your Honor. The clown's still alive. Boom!
He's right here in this courtroom, disguised as Barbed Wire, the overzealous prosecutor.
The prosecutor's the clown. There's Max, the clown. How did the defense lawyer know? Well, he's just that good. Plus, she's wearing clown shoes the entire case. She was wearing clown shoes the whole time. So if that was the case too, why didn't he just like, the person's wearing clown shoes? Like, go through this whole charade. She probably could have killed him with this, but I doubt it! Turns out Max hit himself on the head and faked his own death. The video ends with Max getting arrested while he hauntingly yells that he'll get revenge on everyone in the room.
I'll get you. I'll get all of you. And you, and you, and you.
And that's the end. And then you're supposed to be like, what'd you think of the training video? It's like, damn you! Damn you all to hell! I'll return! She's like, all right, think you're ready to close tonight? I would be like, if anything, what if a guy's just like, I think so, and he just murders the person he's working with? All right, when do we go to the court case? They're like, even his defense attorney's like, did you do it? Just hits him in the head.
Yeah, that would have been good if he would have thrown the pot at the lawyer and then the wig fell off.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say. I mean, there's unbelievable training videos. Dare I say, probably some of the best in the industry. There might be people who disagree with me, but you're telling me right now there's a better song out there, especially in training video format, that's better than Hot Drinks? I fucking doubt it. What other company did a courtroom case accusing people of murdering their opponent? I'm waiting. That's not a rhetorical question. You're supposed to speak to the screen, and guess what? I know you're just fucking flabbergasted. You have nothing to say.
I was gonna say, I bet Waffle House has that.
No. No.
As a secret training video?
As a secret training video, they're like, here's how to kill every person in the restaurant. Pass the mayo packets, there's a machete. But there's a lot of training videos out there, my friends, and who knows, maybe we'll find some that are even more unhinged. More devious and captivating than the Wendy's and Waffle House videos. God, I hope. Until next time, stay trained. Bye-bye. It is lunchtime at Papa Meat Studios. I just had a bunch of and now I'm driving. Just kidding. I was talking with the boys here. I have Nick and Harry with me. Go ahead and show Harry in the back seat. Everyone was saying, oh, let's do a nice chicken sandwich. Who doesn't like a nice chicken sandwich for lunch, right? But there's been a lot of stipulation, on where to go. Harry wants to go. Where do you want to go, Harry?
I ate Hot Take, but I'm a Wendy's guy.
Okay, so I wanted to go to Chick-fil-A, Harry wants to go to fucking Wendy's, and then Nick wants to go to Popeyes. And it kind of made me think, what is the best chicken sandwich? And we looked up, there's a little list online of the 10 best supposed fast food chicken places. So we're fucking breaking that spell today. We're gonna go out and we're gonna see what's the best fast food chicken sandwich. This is a very divisive thing. I know a lot of people are gonna say fucking Popeyes, but I don't think I agree, but I'm willing to try it again today to see. So first up is Popeye. Louisiana kitchen out here down in the Missouri now.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I fucking hate that slogan, dude.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Every time I hear it, it makes me want to not fucking eat here.
Welcome back to Popeyes. Would you like to try a new wing?
No thanks. Can I just have one chicken sandwich, not the meal, just a sandwich?
Do you want classic or spicy?
I'll do classic, please, and then no pickles on that.
Alright, you told me classic is 3.
Thanks. I should have gotten some tea. This is gonna be a fucking brutal thing to scarf down without a liquid.
Is there any rules? Is it sauceless? It's just whatever comes on?
It's just whatever they give me, dude. Because the sauce might dictate what makes it good, you know what I mean? Thanks, man. Take care. I've noticed they all come in these fucking tinfoil bags now. Why is that? Is it just because it's Chick-fil-A? Why don't they do that for any other of their fucking stuff?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
You know what? Now you're speaking.
Pretty good fucking sandwich. You want a bite? Got a little mayonnaise on it. You want? Here, turn the camera around so you can see scarf it down this fucking thing. God, Nick. Jesus Christ. We have a little chicken pussy here, dude.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
You know what? Like, I don't know, man. It's good, but is it the fucking hype of like back in the day when there was like lines wrapped around the block just for a fucking Popeyes chicken sandwich? I mean, out of 10 right now where I'm putting it, I put it at a 4. I put it at a 4 out of 10. It's obviously, it might shift, but for now, 4 out of 10. The bun was a little damp. That's also why I don't like those little 10 package things, because they make the fucking buns all soggy. Stop fucking doing that, but you know, what are you supposed to do? Which there's a McDonald's right across the road, so we're just gonna knock that fucking sandwich out of the way.
Oh, do they have a blackened version?
Better watch out how you say that. Why do you gotta always say ambiguously racist shit?
What?
Oh, they got a blackened one of them? This is why I fucking hate McDonald's. There are 2 lanes. I pull up, and of course that guy, as soon as I pull up, he fucking drives away. It pisses me off. We're not doing any of the McChicken bullshit. We're doing the, what is it? The Southern style chicken sandwich.
Let me know if you're using the app. What can I get for you?
Fucking AI, dude. Can I do a 4A with no pickles?
Was that with Coke?
Nah, with an unsweetened tea. No fries, not the meal, just the sandwich. I'm telling this fucking AI bitch what's up.
We can customize a McCrispy meal like that.
Okay, can I do a large unsweetened tea?
What else can I get you?
That'll do it.
Your total is $6.73 at the pay window. Thank you.
All right, mark that down to you. $4.69. That was about as much as the Popeyes one, I think. I got a tea also, so. Thanks, dude. Have a good day. If you guys want to drink in my tea, you can have a sip.
I'm gonna do the no drink challenge.
You're gonna do the no drink challenge? It's gonna be so funny when you start choking. Next up, we have a McCrispy. This used to be called a
Wait, did you get a McCrispy or a Southern?
Well, I think they changed it because it used to be called a Southern style. Southern style. Oh God, there's not even sauce on this or anything.
Wait, what?
What?
Why is there no sauce on it?
I don't know, but it is fucking hot. Oh my God. Why the fuck do I taste pickles?
They had pickles on it, they took it off.
They probably can put pickles on it. But
Pickle residue?
I can taste pickle residue. Pickle cum. What the fuck?
It's really hot.
Is that bun not scorching hot?
The bag is doing its job on this one. I feel like the Popeyes wasn't that hot, but they had it in the big bag, but this one's fucking hot. Also looks like someone stomped on it.
The looks, I gotta say, the Popeyes looks more like a chicken sandwich, like what I would expect of a chicken sandwich. Popeyes is a thicker piece of meat. That's like a little fucking hockey puck.
No condiments on it.
I fucking stop biting it like that. God damn. You sick fuck. Damn. What do you think?
It tastes good.
I thought it tastes good. Is it better than Popeyes?
What's fucked up is that Popeyes, they have the base layer of mayonnaise on the sandwich, and I think that did help. So they need like some kind of sauce on that.
Well, even on the McChicken, they put arguably too much, but they put mayo on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why.
Dude, it's fucked up. I kind of want to say I like the McCrispy, like the chicken sandwich aspect of it. No, I'd put it at a 5. I think the Popeyes, I'd probably still put a little. It is a very ugly sandwich, though.
It kind of looked like Texas.
Yeah, the shape of it. That's how you know it's good. It looks like the state of Texas.
Yeah, I feel like if they put mayo on it, it could have.
Just, yeah, like a light thing of mayo. I feel like that could have. That's the thing about Popeye's chicken sandwiches is aesthetically they're beautiful. Big pieces of beautiful crispy chicken, but they're fucking mid sandwiches, man. I don't care what anybody fucking says. They're mid as It's a fucking extremely mid sandwich. I'm tired. I'm here to reveal the truth. All these fucking little Popeye poppers trying to tell me that it's the best chicken sandwich. They're fucking wrong, dude. God's chicken. God, you're just dribbling bits of chicken. Jesus Christ. Look, the Chick-fil-A mobile. The Chick-fil-A mobile. Love that chicken from Chick-fil-A. Yeah, the Chick-fil-A, their chicken's all right, but I just kind of like more of the ideologies that they have at the company.
Like what?
Like
what?
No, just like, I don't know what they stand for and stuff. It's just like, that's just kind of what I'm about.
What do they stand for?
You're talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I just like Chick-fil-A, just most just not on necessarily the product scale, but just kind of philosophical and business strategy.
What is like that?
Would you stop fucking pressuring me to answer this stupid fucking question? You're fired. Can I just do a chicken sandwich with no pickles on it, and then a large sweet tea?
Dude, when I look at you, I just like imagine fire for some reason. Like you look like you would like control fire if you had like a superpower.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, hell yeah.
Have a nice day.
Take care, bro.
Well, I guess you're a firebender.
I do wish you had that recorded.
I did. I had it recording.
All right, Nick, you know what? You came full circle, and that actually pisses me off.
Good job, Nick.
You had to just go ahead and show me up. I've never had anyone say that I look like I could control fire. It feels fucking crazy. Is this what it feels like to be a gay? Is that like what a gay man says when he wants to flirt with you? I feel like that was the first time a gay man's ever tripping in.
So it's kind of crossed my mind that not necessarily explicitly for you, but like he's using this time as working his job to practice his like rizzing.
I mean, I could see that. Do I look like a gay man that needs to be rizzing at Chick-fil-A? Why did you shake your head immediately? At first, I thought he was insinuating that I looked like a burn victim, is what I thought he was saying. Well, I thought that he was saying like, oh, you look like you've been on fire. I thought he was what he was saying. I was like,
that's terrible.
I didn't know what to say there either. I was like, damn. All right, well.
Do you think he does that to everybody?
If he does that to everybody, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
We should go back around and put Nick in the driver's seat.
And what do I look like?
The pedophile. You like it? Cut. Hey, can we go to Hooters and honk some? And every time I order, I'm like this. As a firebender, I don't want to have to scorch you. Yep.
There you go.
Thank you. All right, here we go. Nothing gets Christian tea popping like Chick-fil-A tea, dude. A bag inside of a bag pisses me off. All right, so this also has no sauce or anything. Oh God, that looks good. Praise God, dude. That's all I gotta say.
Do they do the pickle with the sauce and you get no sauce?
I don't think they ever have. I think you have to get the sauce and you dip it.
Really? Sauce on this normally?
No, they normally just have the pickles. Huh?
That was pretty good.
I hate your Look at that! You're a fucking monster. This is best of both worlds right here. Presentation and it tastes good. That's a number one. What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know if I'm giving it number one, but it was a pretty good bite.
The bun is slightly buttered. That's one thing I'm noticing with that. With no sauce, I can taste a little bit of the butter. God damn, those crazy religious f***s know how to fucking throw a piece of dead bird into a deep fryer, dude. Right now, that is my one. That is my heaven. God damn, that was good. I'll tell you what, my fat ass might circle back and get get some fucking waffle fries with it. That made me hard, dude. Don't look at my pants right now. My little porky pig is all fucking stiffed and chubbed up right now. My is as hard as the fucking prolapsed hemorrhoid vein that peeks out of my asshole whenever I take a shit. That is actually a problem. I need to address that sometime. You know they say to get rid of a hemorrhoid, they have to actually go in and cut it?
Yeah, once they grow, they just pop in and out of your life.
Much like my alcoholic father. Whenever it's convenient for him, he pops out to say hello. All in all, so far, here's the thing. I feel like with the debate going on, I feel like everybody's stepped up their chicken game. I was really thinking that McDonald's was not going to be that good, but no. To be fair, though, you fucking throw it breading and deep fry anything, it's probably going to be pretty good. It's going to be a hard battle today, boys. God damn it. Chicken sandwich is good. Popeyes is better. You're high as you delusional bastard. You look like you control fire.
Wendy's is gonna let you down.
You said you like Wendy's.
Yeah, but I think it's more.
Oh my God, dude! Look! Listen to you backing up immediately. Stand by your choices, dude. I will say, during the pumpkin spice era, I'm pretty sure I put Wendy's like last. And that pumpkin spice Frosty was fucked.
Right now, the drive-thru is down. The register is being worked on.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't have to go inside Wendy's.
Damn!
Sounds like it.
Jesus Christ.
What the f is that, Nick? What are you doing? What are you looking at on your phone, dude?
I don't know, it's TikTok.
I've never heard that sound on TikTok ever.
Well, there's a lot of videos on TikTok.
I'll have 2 number 9s. A number 9 large.
You do like YouTube or something?
Yeah, man.
Oh, I see you somewhere.
The fuck you say?
Fanta, Fanta, Fanta. Drinky, 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 drinky.
I will say so far this is the most expensive one so far, $5.99 before tax. It does come with mayo though. That's the upcharge. Ooh, thanks, dude. Have a good day. Jesus fucking Christ, look at that.
I'm gonna slice your throat open. I don't give a f who you are. I'm gonna kill you. I'm the judge and the executioner.
Dude, have you seen Wendy now? That big fat bitch. She'd be a real romp in the hay, huh? Be a nice romp in the hay with that fat bitch. All right, here we go.
Check. Oh, see, there's a little wrapped tinfoil. There you go.
I'm saying that a nice wrap never hurts anybody. Look at that. You get a nice reveal here. Ooh, damn. It looked like I was eating. See? Doesn't matter. Definitely the most disappointing so far. What's tough is you get the nice crunch at first and you're like, damn, okay, we're in it. Dude, the chicken just tastes bad. Here, taste that. It's definitely...
One of the hotter ones. Yeah, not the best.
I don't hate it, but I'd say like, I don't know, a fucking seventh place out of that. It's the lowest rating so far. I'll tell you what though, that fucking mayo does look like, and I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a lot of drizzly cum.
Oh, Mom.
You keep eating those big fucking bites and that's what you get, dude. Unfucking believable. God, he's sitting there and he's like, oh. These fucking chicken sandwiches are hot. I could barely hold that McDonald's one. Like I was holding the butt of my hand. I was like, I literally burnt the fucking chicken, touched my hand. I got a fucking welt, a burn welt. I could sue him like that old bitch did with the coffee. Also, that guy was like,
I think I know you.
yeah, I'm like, I doubt it, bitch, is what I said.
Do you control fire?
I'd be like, what is happening? there's no reason that anyone should say that I could control fire. That's still fucking me up. You know what's kind of fucked up though too, that like getting hit on by like, I'm pretty sure a religious gay guy, I feel like that bumped up the numbers too, for me. I don't know if women feel the same way. I don't know what women can bitch about with all that cat calling, dude. I kind of liked it.
Well, the problem is it's too much, see, for women. Guys don't get it enough.
Oh, I'm starved. Is what you're saying. Yeah, I see.
Yo! Let's go to Cane's, bro! Let's go to Cane's! I fucking love Cane's!
Raising Cane's, more like raising this big fat because I'm excited. Don't put that in. Oh my God, she is hot as shit. Tony what? Tony Bredinger? God damn, dude.
She can Bredinger my cock.
It must be very difficult being you, dude. I also like that they say that that's what they're calling it, the Caniac combo. That's pretty good.
Hey, what's up, chicken today?
Can I do the just a chicken sandwich with no lettuce or pickles or anything, and just a non-sweet tea? I don't know what kind of fucking riddle she threw at me, but that shit threw me off guard. I was like holding my laughter and shit. I couldn't handle it. Cluckety clue, chicken for you. How can I help you? I want to ask her, like, what did you say when I first rolled up? Cluckety bee, cluckety chew, chicken for you. I will say that Raising Cane's, they're making a big emphasis on chicken fingers and not their chicken sandwich. But I don't give a f. You're being judged for your chicken sandwich, dude. Andy's is over there. Andy's. Andy. Thanks. Have a good day. Oh shit, almost forgot about that. Thanks. Clickety clue, shibbity bow. There's chicken sauce on my camel toe. Oh my God, I'm gonna pull up so I can get an even better view. Oh, mamma mia.
Dinner, drink, and a scenic view.
Yeah.
Scenic view.
Oh, look at this. Harry. It comes in a. Yeah, son of a bitch. Is this just fucking 3? I think it's just 3 chicken strip fingers.
Oh, it's one of those, yeah.
Does this even fucking count? This thing is a bit of a monster, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, hold on a second, because I kind of fuck with that heavy. Damn, the sauce is where it's at, dude. I think the chicken's good too. Damn. I'm gonna say it now because I'm just shooting from the hip off that first deal. That's f***ed up. That's good. I'm putting it at 2.
Doesn't beat Chick-fil-A?
No, but that is fucking good, and that sauce is good. Get in there, Nick.
No movement has happened yet.
Oh, wow.
He just had the whole sandwich just fall apart because he just is. He has to be just so fucking special every time. The whole sandwich collapsed. You got all kinds of dribble over your fucking lips and stuff. My God. God, let me hold this. Hey, you like that, dude? What does it feel like having this, being recorded like this, dude?
Sauce is good. I like the sauce.
The sauce is f***ed up. The sauce is f***ed up, the dude.
Wow, the sandwich was $7.19 by itself.
It's fucking expensive. I would probably gladly pay $7 for that though. It's a pretty fucking big sandwich. I feel like I might even enjoy that sauce more than I enjoy Chick-fil-A sauce. The butter.
Oh, there's Whataburger too if you want to get.
Oh wait, you're right.
Do we have Whataburger on our list? God, I hate Whataburger so fucking much. God, you know what? You're making me reconsider my one spot with fucking Raising Cane's.
Wada wings. Wada.
It was
I'm begging you, dude.
between you and your fucking TikTok sounds coming out of your pocket.
Hey man, could I just get the number 10 chicken sandwich with none of the veggies on it? $6.59. These chicken sandwiches, dude, god damn.
I feel like I've seen your face before. Are you famous or something?
Maybe a little.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Really? What is it?
Markiplier.
No way.
What's up, bro?
I was gonna say.
Right on, bro. Take care.
I really was hoping a fire comment coming out of him.
What if he just said, are you Avatar The Last Airbender?
Are you Prince Zuko? You wouldn't happen to, oh God. I'll tell you another video we should do is the teas. Raising Cane's tea so far. Here's our B story, dude. The tea reviews, because I've gotten tea at like almost all of these. I've been drinking so much tea. Raising Cane's tea is dog shit. We're not in final placements yet or anything, but I'm still trying to see if I'm putting that at number 1. That sauce is fucking unbelievable. Really good stuff. But I wanted docket points because it's not just one big piece of chicken. It's like a little chicken finger thing, which is like if I wanted chicken fingers, I know where to go. But I feel a bit like betrayed where I feel like someone got one over on me, where it's like you just put a bunch of chicken fingers in a bun. Wow, good now.
Sorry.
Hey, all right, bro, take care.
Oh, hey, there we go. We're devolving.
Devolving? I think we're evolving. I appreciate a nice wrap. Don't give me the fucking bag inside of a bag, dude. All right, first off, presentation is bad, dude. Look at that cummy fucking mess, dude. Jesus Christ. Let me check this shit right here. I'm gathering my thoughts. Damn. Like, you know,
Is that like a honey mustard sauce?
It's almost like a honey mustard kind of thing.
I smell hot dog.
Dude, I don't like. Learn how to gauge your fucking thoughts, dude. Filter your thoughts. God, see now he said that, and now I'm starting to smell hot dog too.
Hot dog, yeah. That's
Did you taste the hot dog too?
I'm tasting it now.
You motherfucker. He's been a little fucking sneaky with that stuff. I swear to God. You keep fucking with my reality, dude. Jesus Christ. I'm landing on above McDonald's. I don't know if it's as good as the other.
It should be above Wendy's.
It's above Wendy's and McDonald's is what I'm saying. What do we have McDonald's at? 5? I'd probably put it at 5 right now and then shift everything underneath it down 1.
Oh, hot.
Are you saying it's hot? You realize that these are deep fried pieces of, like, yeah, they're gonna be fucking, God, you look like a chimp when you eat. The hot dog comments actually got me fucking questioning that too now. I'm putting it at, leave everything as it was, and then I'm gonna put Whataburger at 6. It's above Wendy's, but it's below the McCrispy.
I think that's fair.
I think that feels fair.
Is it the bun? The bun's making it taste like a hot dog?
I think the bun is not good, but you know what I think? It's like the actual meat of the chicken, I feel like tastes more like a hot dog. I also wasn't too terribly impressed with the sauce either. It's like a honey mustard kind of thing.
You settled at putting Raising Cane's at 3.
You know what? I'll leave it there. I do think because it isn't one solid piece of chicken, I think that it does need to have points deduced. If it was, it would be probably a huge contender for number 1 right now. But still, I think the idea, the philosophical nature of what a chicken sandwich needs to be, I still think Chick-fil-A exhibits all the things I want. You know what I was gonna say too about the Popeyes thing I was gonna say earlier? Whenever I bite into it, I can feel like the skin like peel off of it. I didn't like that. I don't mind that with fried chicken, whatever, that way, but on a chicken, I didn't care for it. I'm not gonna go back through all those bags and retry shit, but
1 bite.
I hate when you bring up that stupid Barstool fucking thing. Everybody knows the rules, and every time he's like, after I ate that Whataburger sandwich, I was gonna be like, my breath smells like shit. Which it's a collection of things. I'm not putting it all on them, but it was very apparent after I had yeah. I'm like a choking on my burp. I thought I was gonna throw up for a second. I was like, holy shit. I just projectile vomited while I was driving. All over. It's been a battle right now. All of them are pretty close. Also, a homosexual man, I'm pretty sure, wanted to have sex with me in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru. And that built my confidence up.
Yeah, no, that's gonna stick with you.
I've gotten hitting on many gay men. It's very flattering.
All right, here we go. Nick again has to make it about himself.
Pulled up from out of the darkness and showed the light.
Well, it's the Colonel's turn now. We gotta have the Colonel get into the mix because he's the master proprietor of the fried chicken down there. Can I do the classic chicken sandwich, just the sandwich with no pickles and a regular sweet tea? I'm running out of cup holders. Thank you.
Wait a minute. You look familiar.
Shut the fuck. God. $4.99, one of the cheaper options. Thanks. Oh, God damn.
Fuck running in place, I never do that.
It's really dry. Also, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Maybe rotate that chicken around.
Go and rotate that chicken down there.
Just ignore that. Ignore that black part.
Oh, God damn it. 10. 10 all day. God, what the even was that on? Oh my God. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Dry with this much sauce?
Yeah.
Going back to back with hot dog sandwich. And that.
Oh God. That sweet tea is, try that.
I'm gonna do the no drink challenge.
The big debate over chicken fingers is Zaxby's versus Raising Cane, so I'm kind of curious. That's what they say. Oh God, you're so beautiful. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Zaxby's, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I've heard a lot of good things. So if this doesn't fucking hold up, then I don't know. I might be overhyping it in my head. I need to get out of that realm of thought. You know what? I'll say it. I don't like Breaking Benjamin. No. I'll say it.
You don't like the Diary of the Jane, or?
Diary of the Jane? You're gonna look me right in the eyes and say you don't like Diary of the Jane. Okay. I hated that. I fucking hated. I will not bow. I will not break. I will get away. I should have ran that fucking woman off the road. Because no woman should be allowed to drive. Can we just go ahead and put that out there? Sprechen Sie Deutsch, ja, ja.
Nine.
Yeah, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Nein. They're trying to be as like easygoing as possible. Nine, I don't speak this. Please don't make me. I chortle my Rufflecopter. Okay, first off, I don't like the license plate, period.
Oh, yeah.
I don't use tampons, but I put a cup in my pussy and I have to dump it out when I take a shower. I put on that song Murder on the Dance Floor because that's what it looks like, and I hop around and I dance all night in my shower. I take my head and shoulders and I squirt it in my hand and I slam it over my hand. And the suds, they fly everywhere. Period. I have a cognitive learning disability. Period. Can I just do the signature chicken sandwich with no pickles? Thanks, dude. God damn, this is a fucking medium drink. I'd hate to see what a large looks like, period. $6.29. Wow, we're kind of getting a panic attack looking at the amount of shit on this bag, dude. Good God. Oh, that is soggy.
Oh.
Oh, this has breading on it. I thought it was grilled. At least I think.
Yeah, no, it is. That kind of looked like a fish fillet.
Yeah, that looked not like a chicken sandwich.
I don't think this is cooked.
Really?
I don't know.
It kind of looks cooked. It's sus. That's pretty sus.
Just take a bite of it and you can spit it in the bag. Isn't that You take a bite.
That crunch.
I'm gonna take a small bite.
No, you gotta take a big. You've been taking a big bite the entire time. You gotta do it here too, dude.
It's either like tendons. It's very.
Oh.
Isn't that horrible?
That's not good food.
There's no way we got a new 10.
That's a 10. Pure spit.
Well, yeah, given the fact that none of us actually swallowed the bite, that's got to be 10.
That's a 10. Zaxby's.
Wow.
That is. Oh my God.
That's
Fucking
not
Christ.
good chicken.
If it's crunching like an apple, no, it's not good chicken.
Dude, I bit into it. I thought it was biting like a vein or something.
Yeah.
Like it felt like almost raw chicken or something. That was, oh my God. I can't believe it. KFC was, the Colonel's like, oh, oh, thank the heavens, nah. I thought it was fish.
It looked like a fish.
It looked like a fish fillet.
Yeah, that was dog water.
Hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper.
Burger King time, dude. Also, this place is right next door to the magic shop that I like, so you best believe I'm about to ready to get some sealed boxes too, y'all. Don't record me anymore. Just joking. Can I do your number 6 just sandwich with no lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, any of that?
You want the royal sauce?
Sure. He was like, you want that royal sauce? Hell yeah, I want that royal sauce.
You want that fucking royal sauce, bitch? Shit. What you want, bitch? Shit. Welcome to Burger King.
Thanks, bro. Have a good one. It is $5.59 before tax. We're right by the magic place. We just can go in and get a couple new boxes of the set. I'm gonna call my baby. She's gonna be so fucking later.
You got Outlaws of Thunder Junction? Ah, fuck!
Here's what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna judge this one, dude. If I like the sandwich, I'm gonna get 2 boxes of the new set. If I don't like it, I'm only gonna get 1 box. So that's how you're gonna see me come out. This is kind of a nice fucking chicken sandwich. Let me see that shit though.
Royal sauce.
What'd you get?
I sat there and they're like, we're out of play boosters. So I said, just give me the fucking collectors, bro. That chicken sandwich was good.
It was. I liked it.
What's bad? Nick didn't like it?
He was saying.
What the f did you not like about it, Nick?
I felt like the chicken, something with the chicken, like mushy, a little mush.
I think he's just delusional as hell. It's not perfect. I would never claim it's perfect. I would say that's above McDonald's.
I would agree.
I would move everything down 1 and put Burger King at 5 then. Because I don't think it's better than Popeyes. That feels pretty accurate to me so far. A-cab! A-cab! I'm leaning my head out the window. A-cab! A-cab!
When Sonic pull up to the drive-thru, they're bringing some of that Galaxy Goo Walk in the slushy cup on roller skates, motherfucker.
We're at the last stop, which is Sonic. It's been a pretty even battle. There's been some obvious losers. Zaxby, 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 Zaxby. I can already tell you right now, do not fucking go to Zaxby's. That shit was unbelievable. Really, the big turn up right now is like the middle playing field is kind of being resituated, but even in my mind, Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, and Popeyes are kind of a very divisive power struggle happening right now in my head. The demons won't stop yelling. Can I do the crispy chicken sandwich without the lettuce? A small cherry limeade. Nope, that'll do it.
Your eyes, your hair, it reminds me of fire.
Thank you so much, baby. Have a lovely day. Take care. I will say, Sonic, if you're just wanting like a nice drink, I f with a nice slushie from Sonic, dude. Okay, first off, I asked for no pickles, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm so happy I don't have to eat any more chicken, dude.
It's a hot one. Oh, it's burning my finger.
He's gonna burn his mouth again. I can tell you're trying to hold back your pain. The question I'm asking myself right now is, did I like it better than McDonald's sandwich? I don't think I did, but I think it's better than Wendy's. Chick-fil-A, the bun was better. I was hit on, and a gay man wanted to f me by saying that I radiated fire.
You look like you would like control fire if you had like a superpower.
That was pretty cool. Raising Cane's, on the other hand, though, the woman that said her jingle was so depressed that I think that pole vaulted my day it made it even more positive. And then the sandwich is f***ing amazing, and the sauce at Raising Cane's, I would say, is probably better than Chick-fil-A sauce. I just want to put that out there. Popeyes, the f***ing thing with Popeyes is like, if it was a spicy chicken sandwich, I feel like it might have been different. I think it's a mid-chicken sandwich, if I'm just being completely honest myself. I'm gonna go through and just do 1 through 10 right now. Dead last, we have Zaxby's. I mean, I can't even f***ing fathom that. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's truly remarkable that a chicken sandwich could look like a fish fillet. That is crazy. All you have to do is like the breading of a chicken sandwich is kind of ripply. A fish fillet is smooth. Just add some fucking ripple to your batter or whatever. At least give us a chance to think that we're gonna get something good. But who knows? That could have been a bad batch. That little motherfucker at the window looked like he was having a bad day. I mean, he looked like he was straight up angry. I didn't even make eye contact with him. I didn't want to rile him up, dude. A little chihuahua.
You should have told me your Markiplier.
I should have told him like I was Markiplier. I didn't, but you know, what do you do? 9 easily KFC. I mean, it was like fucking burnt. It was covered in sauce, but it was still dry at the same time. It was like a Houdini act or something. I thought like it was like a kind of like a magician. I don't know, but it was so burnt. And also when we were there, like boxes were fucking flying around the parking lot. It was just like, it was an odd vibe. Honestly, the Colonel is lucky we went to Zaxby's today because that was 8. I would say Whataburger. Shout out the guy that works there. He knew who I was, which I was Markiplier, so thank you for that. But he was cool. I'll say too, Whataburger is like one of the most overhyped. Out of like the big like, oh, what's the best niche fast food burger, or not niche, but like not giant conglomerate. You know, like they say, Whataburger's in the same kind of boat as like In-N-Out in terms of how people talk about them. It's the worst one of all of those. I'll say it all day long. 8 also, it was weird. Nick, I don't trust him at all because he says things and then he just like sways the universe. I really don't see how he's manipulative, but I will say whenever we were eating it, I did get a taste of a hot dog. It was fucking odd. It was very odd. I didn't really think about it until he said that like fucking worm tongue in my ear. So I put Whataburger at 8. I just overhyped. 7, I'd probably go Wendy's. Shout out that guy too at the register if you're watching this. And I understand the weird thing about, you know, he's like, I feel like I've seen you before. And I was like, I'm your dad. No, Wendy's, I don't know, it's like very forgettable. It wasn't like that offensively bad or anything, but it was just kind of like, it was okay. I think I remember just like the breading was fine, but the chicken was kind of like a letdown. I remember the chicken didn't taste as good. But they did have a little spruce of mayonnaise, so that was nice. 6, I would probably put Sonic. Once again, kind of middle of the road. It was whatever. I would just say it was like a more competent Wendy's chicken sandwich. 5, we're going in at McDonald's. Weird thing about it is that it was probably aesthetically, besides Zaxby's, like it looked like it was going to be very disappointing. Like Zaxby's obviously not even the conversation, but it looks like it'd be really bad, but it tasted pretty good. So I don't know. It had the nice weird fucking like, you know, they try to make it look like it's actually chicken shape. You know, Harry said it looked like the state of Texas. That kind of vibe. So it was okay. I actually like the bun. I like the way McDonald's does their buns. I like it. So that wasn't too bad. Coming in at number 4, I would do Burger King. I think Burger King was probably a better, out of like the burger / whatever, like we sell all kinds of shit, burgers and chicken sandwiches. I'd say Burger King had the best chicken sandwich. It wasn't too bad. Honestly, I went in thinking that it was gonna be pretty bad because I really don't fuck with Burger King. That's just me. But you know, I thought it was nice. I thought it was a fair chicken sandwich. I wouldn't be opposed to having it again. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it though, which is I think fair for a number 4 spot, right? But let's get down to brass tacks, dude. The last 3. Coming in at the 3rd place podium, it's gotta be Popeyes. It's gotta be Popeyes for me. I think that it's a good chicken sandwich, guys. It's a good chicken sandwich. I think it is over fucking hyped. Here's the thing. Back in like 2018, 2019, when they announced the fucking thing, it was almost as if like every time you went to Popeyes, you get your sucked. People were saying it was that good. It's an above mid chicken sandwich that gets way too much praise. And if anything, because it was so kind of like lackluster and forgettable, I feel like I became more resentful towards it. And also, Nick sucks at so much too that it just, I can't even stand it. He has all these other gripes for other chicken sandwiches, but if it's Popeyes, it's just, there's nothing wrong with it. Even when I bring up some of the things about the breading or whatever, he agrees with me, but he still won't fucking budge. I hate him. Coming in at number 2, I'm going Chick-fil-A, which takes us to number 1, which is f***ed up because Raising Cane's is not even a chicken sandwich. It is chicken fingers they put on f***ing bread, but the chicken is really good. It's f***ing good chicken. The sauce is great. You could argue that some of these places, you know, if you had sauce on it, it'd be different, but we just took it as they gave it to us. I didn't add anything. You know, I didn't go to each one. I didn't add sauce to each one, so it's how they gave it to us, right? And I think that Chick-fil-A, it's f***ing up there. I'd eat Chick-fil-A every f***ing week if I could, but Raising Cane's, first time I've ever had it, that shit blew my... I about came. Also, they had the Terry Behringer cutout, and that was awesome. That chick's really fucking hot. Don't tell my wife. But I was looking at her, and I was like, you know, this is a beautiful woman. This is a goddess. And I feel like I'm in the right place. Is kind of what I thought the whole time. Also, the weird poetry rhyme thing that the very unimpressed, dead inside woman said at the window, that boosted me up a lot as well. So, I don't know. That's my list. I'm sticking to it. If you don't agree, I don't give a f***. I hope you all rot in hell. I don't care about any of your opinions, but I like when you click on my videos because it gives me money. That's probably a rude thing to say. I'm Markiplier, and this has been my chicken review. Thank you so much for watching today. Bye-bye. Why are you holding it like that?
It's easier to see.
Hey, what's up, chicken today?